Stadium here at the campus of Union High School. It's WPIAL football here on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP, as it is the opening week of the 2025 conference season. Opening game, the only game going on tonight on Thursday Night Football, as the Union Scotties host the Riverside Panthers. Alongside Eric Thomas, I'm James Dotson on a hot, bright and sunny day. We're going to start the kickoff about 30 minutes earlier than normal at a 6:30 kickoff. We're going to be having a lot of 9/11 pregame festivities going on as well here, for getting ready for tonight's game. Today's contest on Lawrence County SportsNet and on the Trib Live High School Sports Network. It's brought to you by Maley Chiropractic, by MVP Insurance, by Castle Asphalt, by UPMC Orthopedic Care, by The Red Zone, by Nick's Auto Body, by Medora Bonner Law, by Parada Jones McCree, by Doran Concrete, by Luxembourg Garbutt, Kelly and George, by Gem Builders, by the Newcastle Transit Authority, by Pontius Insurance, by Joseph's Marketplace, the Crane Room Grill, Works in Progress Paint Services, Sims Cafe, the City Rescue Mission, the Tri-County Principals Association, the Union Volunteer Fire Department, the Union Area Education Association, Something for Your Wall Photography, and of course the Lawrence County Community Action Partnership. The Scotties coming in 0-2 overall. The Riverside Panthers played a Week 0 game. They are 1-2 on the year. We'll get a full breakdown of tonight's festivities. What we're going to do is we're going to take a quick opening break. We'll be back in a moment. You're watching September 11th, Thursday Night Football here on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Just like going to the doctor, our homes need a checkup too. If your home is not properly weatherized, you could be at risk for symptoms that cause unhealthy ailments and higher utility bills. The Weatherization Assistance Program is the key to reducing utility costs and increasing comfort in your home. Services include an in-home energy audit to inspect your furnace and hot water tank, check for air sealing around windows and doors, and ensure adequate insulation and ventilation. Learn more at lcap.org or call the Department of Healthy Homes to get your checkup today.
Thank you for calling Axe. Where can we take you today?
To work, to the store, to Grandma's house. Axe can get you there, but it's much more than a ride. It's a joyride.
I'm helping people. I'm getting them out of their house. I'm taking them to their doctors, to the grocery store.
They say I'm entertaining. Okay, we laugh, we joke, we sing, we tell stories.
They're like family to us.
Even if it's the same day, to schedule your joyride, call Axe today.
Calling all sports fans. Never miss a moment with real-time alerts, keeping you in the loop when your favorite teams are playing.
Get instant updates sent straight to your phone with game schedules, changes, and all the latest news.
You can receive important updates and reminders, so you're always prepared for game time.
Be the first to cheer on your local teams and show your support.
Receive important updates and reminders, so you're always prepared for the game.
Signing up is quick and easy. Don't miss out. Sign up now and stay connected to the action.
Plus, follow us on social media for live updates, behind-the-scenes content, and community news.
This is your Castle Asphalt pregame show here for Week 3, Game 4. Castle Asphalt, they've been in the paving construction business for nearly 20 years, using top-of-the-line equipment and resources, guaranteeing your job is done correctly and efficiently. Castle Asphalt, innovative methods combined with years of experience. Union, again, coming in looking for their first win on the season as we break down the Scotties on the year. Lots of new faces working their way into the offense, people moving into new locations. Jordan Kelly, the new quarterback, coming in this season. We'll talk more about the Scotties offense in depth, but just looking at Jordan Kelly, through the first two games, 59 yards through the air, 36 on the ground, and he has the lone Scotties touchdown from scrimmage on the year. Monte Booker returned a late kickoff for a touchdown against Neshannock in their opening week defeat. A touchdown each week for Union. Again, just trying to find their identity are the Scotties as you look at your Nick's Auto Body player profile there. Nick's Auto Body, players you trust from a scratch to a dent to a major repair. Nick's your man, located on South Mill Street in Newcastle. Nick's Auto Body, trust your body in our hands. Last week, tell you what, the first quarter went really well against a very powerful Washington team. Actually took a 6-0 lead on Kelly's quarterback sneak, but right down the field they went. with Johnny Million, Jordan Kelly, Monte Booker all taking snaps, direct snaps from behind center. And I think that's going to be the key here tonight for the Scotties, is mixing it up, getting lots of touches to lots of different players on the ground and really shortening the game. The defense hasn't been bad in the first half, in all honesty. It's been the second half wear down that we've seen the last couple of years that has been kind of the issue for the Union Scotties. And a young team, too. 6 seniors on the team, but I believe it's 4 of them who are first-year seniors or seniors who haven't played in a few years as well. But they've gotten back into the system. Coach Nee's been very excited about that. And the fact they have 30-plus kids on the roster. 34, I believe, was the official number going into camp. The issue is injuries starting to mount up, as there have been already 2 for sure that look to be out for the year, and a couple others who are banged up. One of them, one of the receivers, Robin Nogue, is dressed. He was warming up, so we'll expect to see Nogue on the field here today. On the other side, for the Riverside Panthers, they were shut out against Hopewell in Week 0. They were shut out last week against Laurel, 43-0 in that game. I think it was 56-0 in the opener against the Hopewell Vikings. But in between, a high-scoring affair. They were able to hold on to the win late against Northgate, 36-30. Aiden Gallegos getting most of his work, the quarterback, only a sophomore. Most of his success came in that middle game. 260 yards on the year and a couple of touchdowns. He also has a couple of rushing scores as well on the season. You'll see Mason Haller and Alex Lucarelli in the backfield. Mason Haller, the main workhorse, did not see action last week. Looking to see, hopefully, he's out on the field for the Panthers tonight, because he's a big part of their success, over 200 rushing yards through the first 2 games of the year. And senior Hunter Garcia, the big man as the main target for Gatos in the passing game, has over half of the team's receptions on the season. We'll take a look at the full starting lineups, some keys to the game for both teams as well. When we return, we'll take another timeout. We'll have some pregame festivities here from Sox Russo Stadium. You're watching Thursday Night Football here on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Like in sports, it takes a great team to protect you, your family, and your business. MVP Insurance is that team. From home and auto to life and commercial insurance, you can count on us for coverage that adapts to your needs.
We're committed to excellence for our clients' experience and in serving our community.
It's a winning combination.
MVP Insurance. Don't get left on the sidelines. Log on to mvpins.com or call today to get your free quote.
When the high school season heats up, make sure you have the best gear to support your school. Head to the Red Zone on Wilmington Road in the Shannock for all your county sporting apparel needs. From sporting goods to custom apparel to embroidery and more, the Red Zone has it all. Quality gear for all 8 schools in the County of Champions. Stop by and enter the Red Zone or visit them online at theredzonesports.com. Score big at the Red Zone.
Your hip, your knee, your shoulder, whatever has been holding you back, UPMC Orthopedic Care is where you'll find experts to help you get back to a better quality of life. UPMC is pioneering minimally invasive surgeries, and we offer personalized treatment plans and same-day surgery to get you home and moving sooner. It's your ankle, your elbow, your hand, and it's your move. Visit upmc.com/ortho to learn how UPMC can help.
Castle Asphalt and Construction is driven to provide quality, cost-efficient pavement-related services to Western Pennsylvania. Every paving or construction service at Castle Asphalt begins with a thorough site inspection of the area to allow their team of professionals to become familiar with the unique conditions of your home or business. Once the site inspection is complete, Castle Asphalt provides you with a detailed plan of the design, cost, materials, and time of completion, so you know exactly what to expect during your construction. Visit castleasphalt.com to request a quote for your next project and make your dream design come to fruition. For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $30 visit to the Melee Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapy is necessary. From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Maley Chiropractic keep you in the game. Castle Asphalt provides commercial or residential asphalt paving, commercial site work, and commercial line striping. CastleAsphalt.com, making your dream design come true fruition. Eric Thomas, before we get into the pregame festivities, want to get a quick thought on this team. Both teams struggling offensively. Riverside, the game in the middle, putting up some big numbers in the win over Northgate, but bookending that with a couple of shutout defeats.
Yeah, and, last week, James, they came out, they appeared confident, and then right away in that game against Laurel, they just were shot. I mean, they turned the ball over on the first drive. Laurel goes 2 plays, 7-0, game's over. So I think really for Riverside tonight, if they're going to be serious about winning this game, they're going to have to come out and they're going to have to establish their offense early in this game. They're going to have to sustain drives. Union has to do the exact same thing. We know that they have to be on the field for chunks of time and get their offense in a rhythm. But I just wonder what the mindset of this Riverside team is, because they were completely taken apart last week. They've been taken apart in 2 of the 3 games they've played. And the third one, which they won, they had to basically battle back and forth in a shootout, 66 total points in that game. So we know they can move the ball. We know they can score points. Union's going to have to be on its heels at times, but there's just something about this Riverside team right now that they are not in sync. They didn't play well at all last week. That was non-competitive the first 4 minutes of the game, and it was over.
Union on the other side also had some growing pains, a couple of mercy rule defeats. First quarter looked pretty good in both games, but being able to sustain that for a full 4 quarters is something that has been an issue for the Scotties each of the last 2 years.
Yeah, and I go back to some of the things that Coach Nabalia said in the preseason run-up about leaning on Jaden Townsend to be his guy. We haven't really seen him put the flashy numbers out. He only has 2 receptions so far this season. He said he wants to lean on Damian Carbone to be his lead guy up front on the offensive line. Lean on him then. Let's see him assert himself early on. Let's see if he can kind of manifest some good play along that offensive line and be a dominant lineman early in this game. And if he can do that and everybody else feeds off of it, Union's just a team we said this last year too. Something just needs to snowball for them at the right time. And if they get a guy up front that just says, we're not losing this game, I'm taking this thing over, and that might start up front with a guy like Damian Carbone or whoever's on that offensive line tonight, just keep pushing forward at that point. Follow somebody's lead, get behind them, and keep going.
What we're going to do is we're going to step aside and let the
Ladies and gentlemen,
Union Area Marching Band with all the pregame festivities here. We're going to put it to field level for the national anthem and the rest of the pregame festivities here from Sox Russo Stadium.
With the playing of our national anthem. Tonight's anthem will be accompanied by the presentation of colors by our honor guard. right, ladies and gentlemen, if you could you take your seats for a moment? Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight, on this solemn anniversary of September the 11th, we pause to honor those who continue to serve our nation and our community with courage and sacrifice. We invite all firefighters, police officers, EMTs, paramedics, and military service members, past and present. If you would at this time, if you could you please stand at this time? All right, can we give them a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen? In remembrance of the lives lost on September the 11th, 2001, and in honor of the sacrifice of so many, our honor guard will now perform a rifle salute followed by the playing of taps. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Can we give them a round of applause? Thank you all so much for remembering those who not only served, but those who are serving even as we speak. Just as we close, if we would, our band, if we could, will be playing the alma mater and fight song.
There you go, the pregame festivities as I fight on to our director for the Union Area Fight Song, but a very touching on the 24th anniversary of the September 11th attacks, a really touching tribute with the Honor Guard, the rifle salute and taps, and the reason why we love still having grass fields here around Lawrence County, Eric, is because of the cool things you can do with it. The split U into the red, white, and blue, and the Remember 9/11 Twin Towers emblems in the end zone as well. A very good job by the Union grounds crew here tonight.
Yeah, tremendous job, really. I mean, it's what it's all about. Rare that you actually get a game on the actual date of September 11th. There's been a couple of them on Friday nights over the years, but just a special night, and let's hope for the home side, for Union to get right, that it's a special night and it carries over and they can kind of feed off the emotion of this crowd tonight.
Yeah, emotion of the crowd, and also really a good gesture of not just Union, but it's seen a lot across all the WPIAL. All first responders were admitted here tonight for free to get into the game without having to pay. Again, I think a great touch and how it should be for especially for a remembrance of a day like today. Let's continue here on the Castle Asphalt pregame show. Actually, let's take a look, if we can, at the Axe series notes here, because it's a series that actually dates back exactly 50 years today. Axe, they're here to get you there. Lawrence County's door-to-door transportation service, open to the public, taking people to work, play, anywhere they want to go. You can get more information going to rideaxebus.org. The 20th all-time series meeting, and one thing we know for sure is that tonight's game will not be the way the first one was, because it ended in a tie, a 6-6 tie the first time that they played, Eric. But in recent memory, it's been basically all Riverside, as they've won 8 of the last 9 competitions between these two schools.
It feels like it's going to be a lower scoring game, at least on that end tonight, especially if Union's going to be in it the whole way. I'm not sure that we can see them right now get into a shootout. We know Riverside can. They've done it already. We talked about that. But this just kind of feels like a lower scoring game, and it feels like a game where Union might be able to grind it out if they're able to get their running game going and, again, get behind that offensive line, find somebody who is going to take charge of this game, specifically up front, lead this team, keep it a little lower scoring, frustrate Riverside. You know, one of the things last week in that game against Laurel with Riverside, their body language, when they had the miscues early in that game, it just sunk. And you weren't seeing, like, any fight in them. You weren't seeing any life after. It's almost like when they went down 2 touchdowns, they knew they were going to lose the game. Almost like when they went down 1 touchdown, they knew they were going to lose the game. So more emotion out of that Riverside team could be a problem tonight. But if they get down early or something doesn't go their way early, are they going to respond to it better than what they did a week ago? That's probably what's going to decide this game here tonight.
The field job is Frank Hill. The Scotties extend our thanks to these officials.
One other thing I wanted to mention, Eric, regarding 9/11, the first responders. Want to give a shout out to Rob Magnifico, the head coach of Riverside, is a police officer in the Elwood City area, and Union Superintendent Dr. Mike Ross, a former member of the United States Marine Corps. So, 9/11, Veterans Day, all those meaning just a little bit more, especially to both of these schools and both these programs as a result. Thursday night football. We know one thing for sure, Eric. At the end of tonight, we will have one team that will be literally the only team with a conference win in the WPIAL. A little bragging rights right there. And people have been asking for the last 2 weeks, why Thursday night? Why Thursday night? Well, part of it is, we got right in front of us, we got 4 or 5 Elwood City players. They can't go and watch a game on a Friday night. Well, guess what? They can on a Thursday night because they're not playing tonight. So I just think it's really cool to have an off night like this. And if you got to choose between a Thursday and a Saturday, if you pick Saturday, then these kids have one fewer day that they have a chance to maybe go out and, visit a campus, go to a football game of college they might be interested in going to. So having a Thursday night game, I am all about it.
Yeah, the payoff being you also get a longer week, too, after it's over. I'd rather have the longer week than the shorter week. I know Saturday you still say longer week, but I think it means more when you can recover on a Friday night and really start to game plan for the next week. A lot of these coaches anyway really have next week's game plan in place already, and they've probably scouted the opposing team for next week already, and maybe they'll dive a little bit more deeper into it. But if you're a team that needs to make the adjustments, give me the Thursday night game, and then let me have Friday and Saturday instead of giving one of those days up to recover and spend my time trying to scout the opposing team, let's get that extra day and get these guys ready for the following week. I like the Thursday night.
Yeah, I mean, either way, you got a short week either leading up into Thursday or a long week leading into a Saturday, but then the short week after. So either way, you're going to have a shorter or long week one way or the other. Want to give a shout out as well. How about the new black uniforms for the Union Scotties? The All Blacks here, they're donning tonight on September 11th.
Yeah, very sharp, good contrast with the royal blue and the silver helmets. Looking very, very sharp. Good to see these guys really embracing those too. That's one of those things that kids read into a lot, the uniform provider and the colors and all that, and see if it fires his team up a little bit to play well. They're dressed well tonight. Let's see if they play well tonight.
Captain's going to be heading to midfield here momentarily as we wrap up our pregame show. Again, big thanks to Castle Asphalt and all of our great sponsors. Let's look real quick at the advantages for each team. See who has the advantage with today's Key to the Game, brought to you by Luxembourg, Garbutt, Kelly, and George. They've been Lawrence County's attorneys for over 90 years. Your home team advantage with their law firm of AV-rated attorneys and super lawyers. For Riverside, I think you got to deal with the dual threat quarterback that they have. Use that to their advantage. And the big boys, I think they have an advantage on the offensive line. And when you holler at them, with Mason Haller especially, that's going to be their biggest key. On the other side, Union, it's a million options. It starts with Johnny Million, but you have others who are going to be getting touches out of the backfield, out of the Wildcat. And I think those are going to be big-time keys, including Monte Booker. Throw the book at him, not just Monte the freshman, but also Aiden Booker as well. Those two amongst the playmakers, so I think are going to be a big part of whether the Scotties have success tonight or not. Find ways to get the ball into your playmakers' hands.
Number 8, Jordan Kelly. Number 56,
I think Union really needs to figure out what its playmaker situation is. I think they know who they want it to be, but they really just got to get it from them going forward. With this Riverside team, there's a little bit more of an established rotation, or at least a lineup of guys that you can turn to that you think are going to carry the load. Mason Haller is one of them, but Union's still kind of searching for that identity, and tonight's the perfect opportunity for them to come out and do it. And last year we talked about too, last night as a matter of fact, how many times last year this team would start fast and hang in a game for 12 minutes, maybe 16 minutes. Now, I want to see 40 to 42 minutes tonight. If they put that together tonight, then they're going to be in pretty good shape. If they're dominating this team or hanging in a game with this team for 40, 42 minutes, they're going to be in good shape come the end of it.
Well, Eric, the end zones say never forget, and I completely agree. 24 years ago, the 9/11 attacks. But one of the biggest things, one of the greatest things that happened was sports a week later allowed us to forget for a moment and get back to the world of sports. I think that's very prevalent here today with the events of the last 24 hours. Another school shooting, so much violence as well. I, for one, am very glad to be able to forget for a little bit and enjoy high school football on a Thursday night. Union wearing the blacks, going right to left as you watch, or if you're listening on City View Sportscast. Riverside kicking it away, a high, short kick to be taken at about the 20-yard line and bobbled off the chest of one of the up men. Ball is loose, and I think Riverside's going to get the ball immediately. Ball was never corralled by one of the up men.
That was not hit right off the numbers. Brock Alastro is the one who comes up with a recovery for Riverside. Bad start. You can't feed into this team, and they're going to be looking for early momentum, looking to get their offense back on track, and Union just hands it right to them. You cannot do that early in a game, and that's the mark of a team that's really trying to figure itself out right now, James. Those types of mistakes kind of rear their head when you're young, relatively inexperienced, trying to find an identity. Those things tend to creep up on you really fast.
Ball at the 30-yard line, we think. The Socrates sunshine right in your face. 1st and 10 from the 30. Quick handoff to Alex Lucarelli on the left side. Bounces outside. He's going to get about 5 or 6 yards on the carry. Let's see if we can take a look at our starting lineups then for the Riverside offense. Along the offensive line, Brock Oliastro, who got that fumble recovery. Tyler Richards, Andrew Catalano, Tanner Richards, and Drake Myers. Hunter Garcia, Evan Skinner, and Cole Jackson are the receivers. You'll see Chase Bame in there as tight end. Alex Lucarelli, the start at running back, and Aiden Gagos, your sophomore quarterback. 2 touchdowns through the air and 1 on the ground through the first 3 weeks.
Mason Holler's been a little bit banged up early in the season, too, so they're maybe giving him a little bit of a rest tonight.
Right up the middle, going nowhere. Swayze Reichert's going to throw him backwards for a loss on the Lucarelli carry.
That's a good response when you give up the turnover like that on special teams. Get good penetration up the field, blow through your defender, and wrap up the runner with both arms. Excellent job of tackling by Reichert. And that's a good start for the Union defense after getting hit on that first down play. They get a third down here and an opportunity to get off the field, maybe force a long field goal or force a long fourth down and get the ball back.
Field goal kicker Gage Saffron, good from about 40 in warm-up, so he does have a leg. They need to pick up a little bit more here. They set up a screen, and it's all well set up. Nothing but blockers in front. Easy pickings for Holler into the end zone.
Touchdown.
25-yard screen pass for the score. Screen pass set up to perfection there, Eric, just the way you draw it up.
And when you get the opportunity in a short field and a turnover right off the bat, you have to make the other team pay. And that's something that Riverside was not able to do last week, was make Laurel pay. They do it here early tonight, suckering that Union defense in on the screen pass, and nobody within Holler's reach, and he's shown his versatility early in this game. Good start for Riverside.
Yeah, didn't register a carry last week, bobbled snap, and it's going to be basically kicked without being held. No good. 6-0 the lead for Riverside after they take advantage of the short field on the miscue on the opening kickoff. Back in a moment here on Thursday Night Football, Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Tired of gasoline costs? Why drive? Let the Newcastle Transit Authority take you where you want to go. Serving the city of Newcastle and stops throughout Lawrence County, as well as weekday service to Pittsburgh. Public transportation just makes sense. Why drive when you can relax and ride? For more information or for route schedules, log on to newcastletransit.org. The Newcastle Transit Authority, going your way. And remember, senior citizens ride free.
Tonight, someone is cold, hungry, and forgotten. At City Rescue Mission, we're more than a shelter. We're a bright beacon of light in our community, serving those in need to make our community stronger and healthier. We offer real help and real hope, and that hope is Jesus. We serve him by serving others in love, grace, mercy, and compassion. But we can't do it without you. Be the reason someone's story is.
Less than 90 seconds into the game, and it's a 6-0 Riverside lead. Squib kick goes all the way down to the 10-yard line. That's Monte Booker with the ball this time, coming to the near sideline. He's got room in front to the 40. Blockers in front across midfield. Big block down the sideline, tripped up from behind at the last second. The touchdown-saving tackle made by Hunter Garcia, but a 60-yard return on the kick. Big answer in the special teams after the early miscue.
And that's a good sign for the special teams, but he's been the most electric player on this field for Union early on. Had that 82-yard kickoff return for a touchdown last week, so we know he's got the ability to do it. He's a guy that Union needs to get the ball in the hands of more.
It'll be first and
His
10
explosiveness is something that they desperately need on this offense, and they give him opportunities. We talked about giving your best players an opportunity to carry the ball or put it in their hands, and he's a guy that's going to need to touch the ball more.
All the way to the 28-yard line on that return, so a 62-yard kick return unofficially. Million up the middle, now bounces to the near sideline. He's got some room, lowers the shoulder. Love the way Gianni Million runs. Little bowling ball, wrecking ball down to the edge of the red zone.
It's been a tough start for him, and it's been a tough start for this running game for Union, too, just averaging 56.5 a game. Meanwhile, they're giving up over 200 rushing defensively. They can control the game with him. Good job bouncing to the outside. Saw the contact coming early. Made a nice move to the outside, picked up the extra yardage, and it's Union offense on one play, looking like they're in midseason form.
Two men in the backfield, one of them being Monte Booker. He's going to go out in motion, handoff to Million, bounces off of one tackler, and he's going to pick it up enough for the first down into the red zone.
And you'll see Riverside, James, expect Booker to get touches, so they're going to really respect his ability to make plays happen. I like going back to Million there. Riverside had to be thinking that they were going to bring Booker in and get him the ball somewhere on a screen or maybe a sweep, fly sweep, something like that. They go right back to Million and catch Riverside off a little bit, and they get a big first down.
Mark it at the 15, so that's a 4-yard pickup for Million. He and Booker both in the backfield. You mentioned trying to get him more carries on the year. It's going to be a design run for Kelly. Runs right into the middle linebacker, who loses his lid as he makes the tackle. Tough sledding, maybe a gain of 1 or 2 on the play. That's it for Jordan Kelly.
That was number 54.
Yeah, but again, I like the play call simply because they have to respect Booker. So he's able to open things up for this offense ever so slightly. His impact has been felt not just on the return, but on the first 2 plays.
Jordan Kelly, 6'4", 210-pound junior quarterback. His first snaps at QB, started as a tight end his freshman and sophomore seasons. 3 receivers set on 2nd and 9. A snap's actually going to go to Million. He's going to try to break to the right side. Slips away from one in the backfield, but he's not going anywhere. Gangrene tackle for a loss.
Yeah, Mason Holler read that nicely and slowed him up enough, allowed the other defenders to get up the field and make the play. But that was all started by Holler. Made a good read on that, didn't fall for the fake, didn't fall for the direct snap. Didn't really get any kind of block from Kelly on him, and he was able to shoot upfield and slow down the run.
Your starting lineups real quick for the Union Scotties. The O-line from left to right is Isaac Casciato, Amari Johnson, Colton Cox, Damian Carbone, and Swayze Reichert. Your receivers, Monte Booker, Jaden Townsend, Zion Waters. You also see Nick Cook and Robin Nogue in there. Johnny Million, the running back, and Jordan Kelly, the QB. And 3 receivers set. This time the direct snap goes to the right for Booker, and he loses it in the middle of the scrum, and it's going to be recovered by Riverside. So a great opening drive back for Union, but on 3rd and long, the other Booker now with a fumble. So one of your advantages of the game, your keys to the game, not going the way of the Scotties. Aiden, now Monte Booker, each with opening quarter fumbles.
And tough break for Union there. It was the same style of play, just coming to the opposite side with a different player, and Riverside did not fall for it. And unfortunately for Union, again, these things tend to snowball when they go against you when you're a young team like this Scotties team is. This is the point of the game right now already where they need to dig deep defensively and get a stop.
Yeah, I mean, you got to be thinking about, hey, got them pinned back inside their own 10-yard line. Let's make a play, and a short gain there on that first down carry along the left side for Riverside.
Riverside, despite some of their struggles offensively, does have the ability to mix up their runners. And Aiden Gatos, he'll run sometimes. They would prefer for him to throw. It's more Lucarelli and Holler that'll do the damage there. And then when they want to throw the ball, Hunter Garcia is their top threat. And they're mixing it up here early on with those two, getting them involved.
Loss of 1 on that first down carry for Lucarelli. This time, good cut back up the middle. Picks up a couple. It's going to be 3rd down with about 7 to go. Ball at their own 13-yard line.
And James Mahoney there getting up the field, getting in the backfield there to disrupt that run.
Down for the Panthers.
Really pushed Lucarelli back towards the middle, and the Union defense reacted nicely.
Quickly up to the line, and now they'll go check with me with Coach Magnifico. His 2nd year at Riverside, was the interim head coach at Elwood City about 6 years ago. 3rd down and 6, and trying to cut it back inside, but not going anywhere. There's some laundry on the play as well on that Lucarelli carry. Gain of 1, it'll be 4th down and 5, assuming that Union chooses to decline the penalty.
Well, again, Mahoney and also Mason Cook doing a good job on the edge there. They forced the run back towards the middle. Good reaction by the Union defense. And check the flag here.
Your officiating crew, it is the Healy family out there. Your referee is Chris Healy. Umpire is Chris Healy Jr. Side judge is Caleb Healy, and the field judge is Frank Healy. Unfortunately joined with the Healy family. Sorry that you have to deal with the family issues out there. The line judge is Robert Eames, and head linesman Mary Lococo.
So they're more importantly, James, the stop. Union declines the penalty as they should. Should get the ball here in good field position, too.
Nearly a block on the punt attempt, and it's going to go towards the Riverside sideline and bounce out of bounds near the 45-yard line. Reminder, you can get a preview of upcoming games across the county each week, tuning in to the Lawrence County SportsNet Preview Show podcast, 7 o'clock every Wednesday here this fall. 6:48 remaining here in the opening quarter. And Union, I like what they were doing, again, mixing up who was getting the football. The issue so far is not being able to hold on to the football. But the second possession now, Union starting in plus territory at the 43 of the Panthers.
Got to cash in here. Your defense got you your stop. Make it count.
I like they go right back to the freshman. He's got blockers in front. He's got the first down inside the 30-yard line. Again, the ball pops out late, but he was down on that one at the 31-yard line. Pickup of 13 for Monte. But you can even hear it from the crowd. Hey, some oohs and ahs and groans as, again, the ball coming loose late in the play.
Got to hang on to that ball, young man. With your life, that is
31-yard line.
paramount to learn to hang on to that ball. Do not carry it nonchalantly or give up on it late in the run.
There have been some open lanes so far here for Union offensively. They're going to swing pass this time out to Booker, steps inside, spins away from one tackler, and then able to pick up about 3 or 4 yards to about the 27-yard line.
Almost bobbled that, too. He had to get a second grab on that to hold on to it. He's not wearing gloves either, and that's something he might want to think of to help him grip that football, because that's now 3 times that ball's either pop loose or almost pop loose.
We'll take a look at the Riverside defense after this second down play. Second down and 7, ball marked at the 28-yard line. Again, Booker and Million on either side of Kelly in the gun. Aiden Booker, the lone receiver, to the bottom of the formation. Hand off to Million, tries to bounce it outside, shake and bake, stiff arms one man away, getting to the edge, and he's going to make something out of nothing. Did a lot for about a 2-yard gain, Eric.
Yeah, he really did. And again, it was Holler who comes up the field to make the play. Thinking that he has him in the backfield and a little shimmy there by Million. And he's able to get to the outside once again, keep the legs working, use that lower body to throw a little diversion into the run and pick up what he could. Holler, though, had a couple of nice plays here defensively for Riverside. And on the last one, they're blowing up that run to the far side, and they're trying to get the loss. But, hey, any positive yardage for this Union team right now is a good thing.
I'm going to guesstimate it's third down and a long 5. Direct snap to Million going to the right side. Kelly as the lead blocker. Breaks away from one, fighting forward, and he's going to get enough to move the chains.
Yeah, Jordan Kelly, you called it, had the great block on the outside. And then the other defender coming up the field to try to get Million did not have a good angle on him. And he was able to power his way through that, pick up the extra couple of yards, get a big first down for this Union team. But what a job by Kelly on the outside to throw that block.
That block brought to you by Door and Concrete, laying the foundation for your Homer business. DoorandConcrete.com. They mark it at the 19, so that's a gain of 7. Going to have to be trusting Cody Pattison behind us, and that's never a good thing when we have to trust Cody for the stats. But inside the red zone, 4 minutes remaining in the opening quarter. Million, another carry. Big avenue up the middle, down inside the 10-yard line. It'll be close to moving the chains yet again.
23 rushes for 57 yards coming into this game tonight. And they made it a point early. We said it at the onset. This offensive line has got to be one of the units that's going to pave the way for this team, get some momentum. So far, they're doing a good job blocking up front, and Million's doing a good job carrying the rock. And they are relying on him now, and that's a good sign for this Union team that they've been able to move the ball on the ground, do it with their best running back, pick up some yardage, but now they got to finish this thing.
Call it 2nd and 1, ball just inside the 10. Kelly will hand it to Million for his 7th carry. Again, good cut up the middle, first down inside the 5, down at about the 3-yard line. Big avenues being made up front from the men in black.
That was number 50 on the stop.
Yeah, Cole Jackson, defensive back, comes up and tries to get Million low, but again, he's just so powerful in that lower body. Keeps the legs working, and Jackson didn't really have a good angle on him defensively. Million, you know, he's low to the ground, but he's sneaky good as far as his strength, and he keeps those legs working. He can throw a shoulder into somebody. He can pick up a couple of tough extra yards. Jackson didn't have a good angle on him, and he showed just that ability to fight through another tackle.
7th carry of the game for Million. Lowers his shoulder and bowling balls his way into the end zone. Get out of my way. I want 6, says Gianni Million. We're tied at 6. 2:47 remaining in the first quarter.
Same guy, same defender. Cole Jackson steps up. He thinks he's going to hit him low, and Million's like, I'm already low to the ground. I'm not afraid to go a little lower, and just plowed into Jackson and folded him up, and an easy walk in the end zone for the responding touchdown. What a drive by Union. After the bad fumble on the kickoff, the bad fumble on the drive, they get a big defensive stop. They come right back and score a tying touchdown. That's a good sign for this Scotties team.
Zion Waters will hold A.J. Culkin on to attempt the extra point. Snap is back. Kick is a low line drive into the band shelter, but it is good. And Union takes the lead 7-6 with 2:47 remaining in the first quarter. Back in a moment. It's Thursday night Lawrence County football powered by LCAP.
Tonight, someone is cold, hungry, and forgotten. At City Rescue Mission, we're more than a shelter. We're a bright beacon of light in our community, serving those in need to make our community stronger and healthier. We offer real help and real hope, and that hope is Jesus. We serve him by serving others in love, grace, mercy, and compassion. But we can't do it without you. Be the reason someone's story is rewritten in Christ. Give today at cityrescuemission.org.
At Medore Bonner Law, we're more than just attorneys. We're your community partners. With a combined experience that spans decades, attorneys Jason Medore, Michael Bonner, and Greg Rosatelli are your trusted advisors for all legal matters. From personal injury to estate planning, business law to family disputes, we are here to guide you through every step of the legal process. Our full-service, community-based approach ensures that you're not just a client, but a valued member of our family. Give us a call or visit us online at MedoreBonnerLaw.com for more information.
Kickoff taken at the 15-yard line on a bobble by Riverside's Mason Holler. Tries to get to the outside. Flag behind the play. He's going to go the distance. Multiple flags on the play. Holler steps back in front of Million. Good job by Million to track him down. I think there was a chance he could get him. I think it's going to be all for naught, as this one's going to be moving backwards after the long kick return. But a big response from the Scotties. 2 early turnovers, Eric, but they get plus field position. 7 plays all on the ground, 5 of them from Gianni Million. The bowling ball, the wrecking ball going into the end zone.
Yeah, he's looking good early on in this game. What's not looking good for either side, though, James, is special teams.
Yeah.
Fumble on Union side and then a hold on this side, on the Riverside side of it, and that's going to back them up, negate the big run. We've seen a couple of good returns, but that one's going to come back. And here's another prime opportunity now for this Union defense to back up an opponent, get a short field off of a stop. Just be smart, play disciplined defensive football here, and get off the field defensively, get the ball back, and try to extend that lead.
The holding penalty, the first official penalty accepted, I should say. He's going to back him up. That'll help me out, right at the 10-yard line, Eric?
Yeah, it's on just on the nose of the 10.
Pistol formation. Gatos hands it off, and Townsend's going to make a hit almost immediately after a short pickup.
Stayed home. Just waited for the run to come to him. There was nowhere else to go, no other gaps. They were all filled by black jerseys. Good job by Townsend, staying at home, wrapping up the defender. 2 good tackles by this Union defense with both arms around the runner.
Textbook, right? The defense for the Union Scotties: Colton Cox, Damian Carbone, Swayze Reichert on the defensive front, Johnny Million, James Mahoney, Nick Cook, Isaac Casciato. You also see Chad Seidel in there at the linebacker core, and in the secondary, Townsend, Waters, Maddox Ryhall, and Frank Keychak. Trying to set the screen and nowhere to throw it. Now thrown it away into the Union bench because he had Colton Cox right in his grill. Good job by Gatos to get out of the pocket and throw it away, but Cox in there in a hurry.
Well, I'm not sure if they were trying to set the screen up, and the running back just didn't turn and look for the ball. And even if he would have completed the route, Gatos had no time to throw that ball because Cox was right in his face. Here we go, big 3rd down, 3rd and 9. You've got the opponent backed up on the 11. Get a stop here for the Union defense and get that ball back in good field position.
I think the screen was supposed to go to Garcia, but he was just basically swarmed right away defensively by one of the Scotties defenders. 3rd and long, Gatos rolls out to his left, throws on the run, finds Garcia at the first down sticks. He's got the first down, out past the 30, close to the 35-yard line. Good throw, and I like the design, moving the pocket and giving Gatos time.
Yeah, extended the pocket, and then Garcia in stride, too. That's what makes the play so much better, is that he hit him in stride, on the run, tough throw, backpedaling, throws to the long side of the field, the wide side of the field, hits his man in stride, and Hunter Garcia turns on the Jets to pick up that first down. Big gain there for Riverside.
22 yards on that conversion, 90 seconds remaining in the opening quarter. Union with the 7-6 advantage. Pistol set, Holler on the left side, cuts to the outside, and he's going to pick up 6 or 7 yards again on first down. One of the better openings on the ground here so far for the Riverside offense.
Yeah, big hole in that left side of the offensive line. That's Brock Alastro, who's over there on the left side along with Tyler Richards. 2 of the better linemen on this Riverside team just open up the lanes, and Holler explodes through there. Good gain on first down. Set your offense up in first and second and medium.
Call it 2nd and 5 at the 38-yard line.
French fries, hot dogs, and pretzels.
Don't know for sure relation. I'm sure there is between Coach Dan Oleastro and the left tackle Brock Oleastro, but he's paving the way again. Into the secondary goes Haller before he's dragged down right in the middle of that Union U, but not before he moves the change yet again.
Yeah, the hole again opened up left side, and then a nice cut back towards the middle of the field to extend the run by Haller.
Yeah, look at this cut on the replay, Eric. I mean, both of these running backs doing such a great job of exactly that, finding the opening, planting the leg, and driving forward.
Yeah, shifty, keeping that lower body working, keeping the feet working. It's an excellent job by both running backs. You're correct. This Riverside team's starting to get a little momentum here, James.
15 seconds remaining. With that momentum, they don't have to run a play, but they will try to run one more. Third straight carry for Haller. Now coming to the near side. Check that. That's Lucarelli. Gets across midfield before Nick Cook drags him down after a 5-yard pickup. And that will be the end of the opening quarter. Union, a pair of turnovers, but they lead 7-6 at the end of one here at Sox Russo Stadium. Back in a moment. Thursday Night Football. You're watching on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
GEM building contractors and developers have a proven record of performance on any size project. They bring value, local craftsmanship, expert management to meet any challenge. From design construction, from inspection to budget estimation, GEM Builder has been building our community for 70 years.
When it comes to protecting those you love, the businesses you've built, or the things you've earned, you need someone you can trust. Who better to protect your interests than a local insurance agent? Pontius Insurance is a team of local agents helping local residents in Lawrence County and surrounding areas, specializing in auto, home, business, and life insurance. Come see Dan Pontius, Jessica Dix, and Tracy Giddings, and the rest of the team at Pontius Insurance, and receive the personalized service you deserve.
Don't forget, ladies and
12 minutes down here at Sox Russo Stadium. Alongside Eric Thomas, I'm James Dotson. Both teams really being very successful with the ground game in the opening frame there, Eric.
Yeah, really good job by Haller and good job by his counterpart Million on the Union side. Been a run-oriented game. Aiden Gatos hasn't taken any chances throwing the football. I don't know what we're going to see out of the Union passing game tonight, but both running backs are carrying the load right now as expected.
More flags fly on this first down carry. Not a lot of room, maybe a loss of one. 3rd and 5, but we'll see what the penalty is. Might fits on the offense. Union likely to push the Riverside Panthers backwards.
We have a flag on the play.
It's going to be a common theme tonight in this game, I have a feeling, is the third down situations. You know, a week ago, Riverside, nothing on third down. I mean, Laurel was lights out to start that game, hit their first 7 against Riverside, and Riverside could do nothing on this down.
2 of 3 on third downs tonight, including on the screen pass for the opening touchdown of the game, but that holding penalty will push it back. It'll be 2nd and 14, back now at the Riverside 42-yard line. Coming up at the half, we'll have the UPMC halftime show. We'll have both bands' performances. UPMC is Lawrence and Mercer County's local choice for advanced orthopedic care, getting you back on your feet faster. UPMC.com. Pistol set, handoff, now bouncing outside is Lucarelli, tripped up by one of the linemen. He had space in front of him, and just getting the shoestring tackle was Reichert.
Planted his foot, made a nice cut, almost lost the football, too. That could have been dangerous there for Riverside. This is, again, though, going to be another third down situation here for this Union defense. And with this ball at midfield, I wouldn't be surprised to see Gatos try to take a chance, move the ball down the field on some type of throw, maybe extend the pocket like he did the last third down. But this is a money down here for this Union defense. Midfield could still get it in pretty good field position, but they have got to get a stop on this drive. This Riverside offense looks like it's churning a little bit.
Call it 3rd and 8. Bunt set to the left. Play action. Gatos throws it over the middle. Actually had Garcia open again, but kind of rushed the throw, Eric, and misfired low.
Yeah, there was pressure coming in his face, but he had enough time to get planted and throw that football and let Garcia throw him open more or less. Let him complete the route. He had the defender Waters beat, and just a rushed, as you said it, throw, and that's going to force the 4th down, and Union gets to stop it and need it.
So it'll be Riverside back to punt from their own 48. Waters is the lone return man, standing at about his own 20-yard line. here early second quarter.
Ryan Waters back to receive the kick.
Long count now finally to snap taken and angling
Oh my.
away. This one knuckleballs caught by Waters at about the 15-yard line. Cutting near side, breaks off one tackler, looking for some room, gets out to the 30 and is whipped down just shy of the 30-yard line. And if he doesn't get tripped up there at the end of the play by Cole Jackson, he might be off to the races.
Jaden Townsill was out there blocking, and he had to lay up a little bit just so he wouldn't get called for a block in the back. Good, smart decision by Townsill to lay up there. That's a senior move for Townsill to make sure he didn't get called for the penalty, and that's otherwise Waters might still be running.
One of the two senior leaders, he and Damian Carbone, really the only returning seniors on this team for the Union Scotties. A lot of fresh-faced seniors part of the team. Chad Seidel, Nick Cook also back after missing some time with injury in their careers. Million, another carry for him. He's going to get up to 1 million carries. One of the few that hasn't busted for a big gain, maybe a gain of 2 on that first down carry.
And once again, trying to cut back. Nothing really in the middle there. Outside was played pretty well. Thought he could fit in behind one of his linemen. Now, he's small, but he's not that small.
Second down.
Listed at 5'7", 150 pounds. And
now, if he was 5'3", he's going to be able to hide himself behind some of his linemen. But
I mean, you already pretty much can, a little bit at least. But, I mean, you see 150 pounds as a running back, and you're worried, injury concern. But, man, the way that he runs, he has the body of a Darren Sproles, but the running attitude of a Mike Allstott.
He just has a knack for drawing the contact and fighting his way through it.
He gets the carry again this time on the near side, and he's going to fight forward for a short gain. Flag thrown in the area of holding. Third down and 6, but we'll see. Yep, they will be holding against the Union Scotties.
Where, though? There was nobody out there blocking, so it had to be back at the line.
Yeah.
They saw it early enough, and it looks like it is going to get marked off in the line of scrimmage, so it was back at the line.
I say Mike Allstott. I probably should say Bo Scatterby. That might be a little bit more current relevant for the young ones out there.
Now they can, get on Wikipedia, do some research.
They should do exactly like. So mark it back. It'll be second down and 18 after the penalty. Down to 9:20 remaining in the first half.
I just don't sense that Million has to be a downhill runner, though. That's what makes him so good, is that he can do a little bit of both. He's shifty, and he could, if he gets downhill.
Roll out, trying to get it out to Townsville. Throw a little bit low on the out route. It's going to be third down and 18.
Yeah, that penalty really is going to come back to bite Union here.
11.
And
that'll bring up third and long.
They've been somewhat unsettled at that quarterback position the last 2 seasons. It's not easy to replace Braylon Thomas no matter what. And that's the one thing that if you're Union and Kim Navalia, you really hope in the younger classes that you can find one of these guys. They have, 14 underclassmen, 15 underclassmen that they really think are going to be special and help this program get back to where they were a couple years ago. Need to find that pure signal caller and that 15 or 16 guys that are coming up.
Kelly drops back, now flushed out of the pocket, trying to buy time, and finally just fires it away for the incomplete pass. Nearly knocking down Shane Lux at the line of scrimmage.
Seeing 2 black jerseys down there for Union and 4 defensive backs or 4 defensive players for Riverside. They had it well covered.
Bring up fourth down for Union.
I like what they try to do, though. They're trying to give some max protect, trying to give Kelly plenty of time in the pocket, but at the same time, with only a couple in the route, Eric, that means that you got to be able to get receivers open, just unable to do so.
Yeah, and I do think, we've talked a lot about the identity of this team and what it is and what they're trying to develop, and I think they know what it is, and that's that they're going to be a running team. And Kelly is going to have to be relied on to maybe toss it 6-7 times a game. I don't sense that they feel like there's going to be a game where he has to throw it every single down. You remember what Braylon Thomas did and some of his theatrics and heroics in the middle of the early 20s, but
Union area school bus
I just don't sense that this team feels like they need that at the quarterback position right now anyway. And if they can find it in some of these younger guys and develop one again, they're going to realize how much of an asset that position is once again. They've been trying to plug that hole for 2 years, and I'm not saying Kelly's not a good player and Lucas Stanley wasn't either, but they just don't have the pure passer like a Braylon Thomas was.
Garcia this time on the carry, trying to get to the outside, but good job to string it out wide, Eric.
That was a little pop pass to him, so it's trying to get him involved in a myriad of ways. And again, he's probably their fastest, most athletic skill player on this Riverside team. Laurel did a nice job last week of shutting him down. I can't be more impressed with how that Laurel defense has played through the first, third of the season here. And we'll see just how good they are Saturday night when they take on Bishop Canavan down in Dormont. But, they just dominated this Riverside team, and I see a better Riverside team tonight, but I still see one that isn't quite sure of itself or what it's capable of right now.
We have a Pontius Insurance timeout. Let's take a quick 30-second timeout as well. Back in a moment. 8:13 remaining in the first half. 7-6 Union on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Castle Asphalt and Construction is driven to provide quality, cost-efficient pavement-related services to Western Pennsylvania. Every paving or construction service at Castle Asphalt begins with a thorough site inspection of the area to allow their team of professionals to become familiar with the unique conditions of your home or business. Once the site inspection is complete, Castle Asphalt provides you with a detailed plan of the design, cost, materials, and time of completion, so you know exactly what to expect during your construction. Visit castleasphalt.com to request a quote for your next project and make your dream design come to fruition.
With 8:13 remaining in the first half. Again, coming up at the half, we'll have the UPMC halftime show. We're going to have to find our fan of the game coming up as well. Your Works in Progress fan cam. Joe Wright, ready for your next painting project. 724-714-4294. Shadows starting to creep across finally here at Sox Russo Stadium. A little backwards pass on the triple option. Again, getting it into Hunter's hands, and he's got room. Stiff arms a man down inside the 35, down to the 32-yard line.
Yeah, Riverside is trying to do exactly what Union wants to do with Booker, and that's put the ball in the hands of your speedy guy and break this defense up a little bit. And it's working here now. They just sort of tap into different parts of their offense. That's what they tried to do last week and just couldn't gain any momentum doing it.
Yeah, again, find ways to get the ball into the hands of your playmaker. That's a backwards pass to goes for an 11-yard gain. First and 10 at the 32-yard line now for the Panthers. Handoff, Holler, jump, skip, flies forward, maybe gets 2 yards down to the 30-yard line. But again, there was penetration back into the backfield, avoids the first man, and picks up positive yards, Eric.
James Mahoney.
Yeah, that's what this game's kind of become about here early on, is just get what you can in terms of yardage. Keep the drive alive, keep the play alive.
Bring up second down.
Keep working to grind out that extra couple of yards. We figured it was going to be low scoring, at least I did. And, of course, I don't think it's going to live up to the 6-4 prediction I had, but we've already surpassed that. But these two teams are just trying to grind this thing out.
High snap, throw down the far sideline, and just a little bit over the head of the intended receiver on that far side. That was Joe Chill,
Third down for the Panthers.
who had some space down the far sideline.
Yeah, Chill's a little bit of a quiet guy, but then he'll come up and bite you.
Concession stand.
Make a couple of good plays. And I'll tell you, you're not going to give him a lot of credit for the coverage there because it was an overthrown ball, but Armani Booker did a nice job sort of pushing Chill towards that sideline. He was trying to close on him a little faster and give him less space to make a play.
Yeah, he was cheating inside, but recovered very quickly to usher Chill to the sideline. Third down and 8 now. Gatos drops back, pass into the flat for Lucarelli. Caught, but he is hit immediately for a loss of 4 or 5 yards back to the 35-yard line. Maddox Ryhall from his safety position read that one like a book.
Yeah, he came up the field nicely, cut the edge off. There was nowhere to go on the outside, and then for help on the back end of the play, Gianni Millions there to clean it up. That was well executed defensively. Union did not fall for the screen that time. We're seeing some good read and react from this Union defense here in the first half.
Now kind of in no man's land. 4th and 12.
You got to go for it here.
Yeah, at the 34-yard line, but 4th and 12.
Listen, I would go for it 4th and 12 on my own 1. I don't care. I'm doing it regardless. You got 4 downs, use all of them.
Nearly bobbling and dropping the snap was Gatos, recovers, fires down the far sideline, man open, and it's a jump ball. It's going to be knocked away at the last second. Monte Booker again coming back and knocking it out of the hands at the last second of the receiver.
Yeah, and again, good recovery by Booker. Got the hand up there at the last minute, and he did the right thing by putting the right hand up. You'll see it here at the end of the play. See how he gets that right hand up? If he goes up with the left, it's a catch. He makes the right call on the fly. That's a freshman making that play. Excellent defense. Great stop by the Union defense. And now again, the common thing we go back to, can this team come right back down the field and add to this 1-point lead?
I'm most impressed by the play on that there, Eric, is the fact that that's a freshman making that breakup without interfering either.
And no help on the back side of it, too. That was straight one-on-one coverage down the field.
Million gets the carry, whistles before the snap, and I think we're going to get a timeout again called by the Union Scotties, their second timeout here of the opening half. And again, looking back at that play, Eric, it's face guarding, which is legal as long as you don't make any contact, and he did an incredible job. I mean, how many times do you see on that, the ball a little underthrown, the receiver comes back, the defender can't stop. Again, at your LCAP instant replay here.
Now watch him at the end here. He's actually turned to the inside, watching the throw, basically away from the throw. So when he turns around to look back at Gato's throwing the ball, he's actually looking away from the play because the ball's to his outside. Then he spins the head around and realizes, I got to put the hand up, and does it at the last second and knocks it away. That's a veteran move. No contact up the field. Straight man. The kid's a burner. I like watching him play defense. I want to see him be more consistent, hold on to the ball offensively, but he is going to be a special player for this Union squad going forward.
That's a great look on your LCAP instant replay. So many ways LCAP improves the quality of life across Lawrence County. How about the Medical Assistance Transportation Program, where LCAP can assist with mileage reimbursement for medical appointments. They can even assist in signing up for the door-to-door transportation through the AXE buses. Kelly will take the first down snap, hands off to Million. Not a lot of room, dragged down immediately onto the late handoff, no gain.
And Danny Viscuso making the play, shed his block, saw Million coming right to him and made a beeline for him for a good stop. We've seen some good closing tackles and good closing speed by these two defenses here early on. And, you get in these games on Thursday night. It's a short week. I think the emphasis in these games goes towards defense. If you don't hit a big play offensively early in the game, if you don't take a chance and try to hit a big play early in these short week games, you rely on your defense. Simple as that. And both right now have come to play.
2nd and 11, direct snap to Million, trying to come to the near sideline, trying to get to the edge, and does on the foot race, and he'll get dragged out of bounds after about a 3 or 4 yard pickup.
Kelly took the inside block that time, knowing that he would trust Million to turn on the jets when he got to the outside. There's a classic example. You get the loss back. You get a couple yards on the play. Not great, not a great run, not a third down and manageable that you really want, but a good job by Million to keep the legs working, get to the outside, get what he could, set his team up the best he could. He got 2 yards. Maybe they pick up a first down by 2 yards, and if they do, that run right there is a big difference.
3rd down and 9, ball at their own 35-yard line, just past the midway point of this second quarter. Empty set, 5 wide now for Kelly. Drops back, design run the whole way, and not going anywhere. Tanner Richards right up the gut, drags him down for a loss.
Tanner Richards doesn't get him. Viscuso's gonna, so that was read very nicely by this Riverside defense, and Damian Carbone could not get good position on Richards, who shed the block. You'll see it up front. That design play, that quarterback draw, read very nicely by this Riverside defense. Again, these two defenses are showing up to play here in this game. Union's got pushed back a little bit, and obviously both have given up a touchdown, but it's been more so Riverside keeping Union at bay here in this game. And Union's defense has hung tough. And how did that not touch Garcia?
I don't know, but it apparently did not. The low punt bounces. Union fans and Union players trying to say it hit him, but it did not. It bounces dead at the 26-yard line with 4:34 remaining in the first half. Didn't get a chance. Let's shout out that Riverside defense. Didn't get a chance to say their names on the Crane Room starting lineups. Alex Jackson, Brocco Leastro, Tanner Richards, and Sam Euler on the offensive front. Mason Holler, Tyler Richards, and Joe Chill are the linebackers. In the secondary is Trenton Kiesling, Aiden Gatos, Alex Lucarelli, and Hunter Garcia. See Danny Fiscuso checking in and out as well, rotating in on that defensive front. Ball 26-yard line, stumbling as he gets the handoff is Lucarelli, but he's got an avenue along the left side. Makes a man miss in the secondary, out past midfield before he's ushered out of bounds by a multitude of Union Scotties, but a flag back near the first down marker. This one's going to be still a big gain, but coming back after a penalty.
And Robin Nogay pushing him out of bounds at the very tail end of it Flags in the area holding. Lucarelli almost
Looks like we
stumbles.
have a
Looked like he
flag
got
on
nicked
the
a little
play.
bit when he was getting his feet under him for the run. And that slowed him up enough, but then he recovered nicely. Unfortunately for him, though, this one's going to come back.
They're going to mark the holding, it looks like, on a block in the back, from the 40-yard line. So that'll go down as a 14-yard pickup and then the 10-yard penalty back.
Now you accept this penalty 10 out of 10 times if you're Union, but you're putting your defense.
That
You just
play
get
was
them
against the offense.
nicked there a little bit on the LCAP replay, and then there's the push, the block in the back there to draw the
It'll
flag.
be first down from the 30-yard line.
But here again is a situation in which Union now has, for the third time in this game, Riverside backed up. Get a stop here. I mean, this is first down, and what's it going to be, 6?
I'm not sure what happened on this.
It
was first down and 6, and
flag on the play.
I think the only person who was ready for that snap was the center.
Well, they've given you now
We'll
2
back it up
penalties
a
here.
little
They've
more.
given you, they've negated a big run, and they've backed themselves up 5. Union's got to go after Gatos. They've got to disrupt him. He has not thrown a good ball when he's been backpedaling in this game. He's not thrown a good ball or had enough time at certain points when the pressure's been there. Talk about it here with 4:04 to go, regroup a little bit. But if I'm Union, I am sending the house if that young man drops back to pass.
Riverside's going to take a Pontius Insurance timeout with agent Stan Pontius, Jessica Dix, or Tracy Giddings about home, auto, business, or life insurance. All with a local agent at pontiusinsurance.com. Eric didn't get a chance to talk during the pregame show, but we have the new introduction of the Tri-County Cup, thanks to the Tri-County Principals Association, and this is the first broadcast that we will have featuring 2 Tri-County teams going for that cup. Basically, at the end of the year, the team with the highest winning percentage-ish, there's going to be a formula involved in it, but basically it's all based on the head-to-head matchups between Tri-County teams. So the winner of this one will get the first official points while we're broadcasting, at least, for the Tri-County Cup. Play action on 1st and 11. Gets that out to Hunter Garcia on the outside. He's going to be dragged down near the first down marker. Good play fake, good find on the run, and a good pickup on 1st and 11.
And Union doesn't send any pressure that time, so he was able to get planted and throw a nice ball. And what we've seen him do is throw to those spots, and his receivers catch up to it. He's trying to get these guys in stride, as he did with Garcia earlier, and let them take off and run. So far, it's worked when Gatos has had time, but Union has shown the ability to disrupt him, and they need to come up with one here on 2nd and short.
9-yard pickup makes it 2nd and 2. Pistol set, handoff. Lucarelli's got the first down, out past the 35, out close to the 40-yard line. Give him a gain of 7. All of a sudden, holes starting to really open up there along that offensive line.
Well, and that's been a big, that's one of the focal points of this Riverside team up front. I mean, they love the Richards guys up front, left and right guard. Drake Myers will rotate in there too. Elastro's been good. Catalano at center has been good. They really wanted to focus on this offensive line in the offseason and think that was going to be what set them up for success this year. Hasn't worked all the time, but when it fires, it's good.
Another pass down the far sideline. Man behind the defense, but a little bit too far out in front of Evan Skinner. And that's another one there, Eric. I think he puts a little loft on it, lets your guy go run it. Run under it, make a catch. He threw a fastball instead.
Yeah, it's a quick 2-step drop, and credit Gatos for being able to put his arm into it, and Skinner for streaking down that sideline because he had the defender beat. And if that's a catch, even if he has to sort of stretch out to get it, he's going to get that in stride and separate and take it to the house. Union got away with one there as far as coverage goes.
2nd and 10, handoff on the right side for Haller. He's going to drag some defenders forward. Pickup of 2. A little more manageable. 3rd down and 8 upcoming. 2:45 remaining in the first half.
And good job, again, by this Union defense to plug the holes and cut off the running lanes. What we're seeing when they throw the ball, there isn't really anything exotic about this Union defense. I mean, it's straight man. They're trusting that their defenders are going to be able to stay stride for stride, and I'm surprised Gatos hasn't tested them a little bit more throwing the deep ball. In some cases, he hasn't had time, but here of late he has.
Now stepping up in the pocket, scrambling around, buying time, throws one over the middle, has a man open across midfield to the 45-yard line, moving the chains yet again. Finally, Skinner able to connect.
Keeping the play alive by dancing around in the pocket, gets good blocks up the field.
He was put down
and then also has a man going deep but then coming across the middle, he decides to go to the one that's double covered and fed that ball in there nicely. Gatos, again, when he has time to throw the football, he is a really good quarterback. He is an effective quarterback with that right arm. It's if you get in his face and get him off rhythm and get him out of his steps that he will not be able to throw the ball if he's backpedaling.
Again, setting up the screen, and blockers galore, but a flag thrown. This one's going to come back for men downfield as huge gain for Mason Holler will go for naught.
I mean, that was academic flag from the start. That's just a complete miscue by Riverside, not recognizing where the LOS was and where the ball was.
And got to wait until that ball is thrown before you can progress downfield.
I'm not sure what they really are talking about here. I mean, that's plain as day. What do we need to discuss, fellas?
I don't have the official rule book on me, but
it's a family dinner right now.
Well, I mean, maybe they're talking about going to the crane room after the game.
I was just going to say they're probably talking about a reservation. Great minds think alike.
They're waving off the flag, Eric.
Unbelievable. There was a lineman that was 7 yards down the field before the ball was tossed. I'm sorry, gentlemen, and family members, that's a bad call.
It looks like they're picking the flag up. And so the play is good.
So they will mark it at the 16-yard line.
First and 10 for
make it to 17. So that's a 27-yard gain on the screen pass to Holler.
Well, credit to Kim Navalia. He's an emotional guy, wears his heart on his sleeve. He's moved on already.
First and 10, minute 20 remaining. Gatos drops back, steps up in the pocket, and he's going to be, actually he lost the ball, got it back, and is going to somehow scramble for positive yardage.
Yeah, if we can see this again, watch what happens when the ball comes loose. Because the defense is going to react thinking that they're going to be able to pick it up. He actually bumps into Holler. That ball jars loose, and then you can make the diving effort there by Mahoney. But at that point, Gatos gets it back. There's nobody on the far side, and he is able to pick up at least one and keep that pocket and the play alive. But see how he just gets off rhythm so easily when you can get in his face. He hesitates, and that hesitation allows the defense to catch up to him. Laurel did it all game last week.
Last time out can be taken by Union as they had some personnel issues. Somebody not getting off the field with 1:11 remaining here in the first half. Yeah, Mahoney will get credit for a forced fumble really with that. But a good job of Gatos. And again, these are plays, he's only a sophomore, but these are plays that we've already seen big improvement from last year. You know, the play where he danced around in the pocket, didn't just tuck it and run, set his feet, found an open man. That one didn't panic when he had pressure in his face, grabbed the ball, and made something of it.
He's definitely a better quarterback than he was a season ago. And, you know, I'm not saying that he's not a good quarterback. He certainly is. He's put up numbers in games already this year. In fact, he's more of a dual threat if you need him to be than he looks like he is. But the thing is, in this game, James, when they've disrupted him and they've made him backpedal and they've made him throw off cadence and not look comfortable in the pocket, shifts his feet too much, hesitates a little bit, defense can react to it. That time they just didn't get home enough, and he was unfortunate that he got the carom right back into his hands.
Mentioned the Crane Room. Hey, the Crane Room's the place on Thursday and Saturday nights for wings and football. Why not? Appetizer specials during football Saturday, wing specials on Thursday and Saturday evenings. Takeout orders available as well at craneroom.com. 2nd and 9, ball at the 16-yard line. Pistol set, Gatos fires on a quick hitch to the far side. Garcia catches it near the first down, sticks. He'll be dragged out of bounds just shy of the line to gain.
Quick two-step drop, man coverage, throws it. Garcia runs a nice short route, comes back to the ball. That was right on the money. That's when Gatos is at his best right there. When he can take that short drop, the route's completed. They got really fast wide receivers in this team. Skinner, Chill, and Garcia are fantastic. But when he can just take that short drop, fire that ball, know his guy's going to be there, that's when Aiden Gatos is at his absolute apex.
3rd and 1, handoff Holler up the middle, and he is sandwiched immediately by a swarm of black jerseys. Nick Cook will get credit for the tackle, but everybody involved in the middle of that line.
Yeah, Holler he needed a holler at that point because that hole was plugged quick, and Nick Cook shot in there like a rocket.
4th down.
Loss of
For the
3
Panthers.
makes it 4th down and 4. 40 seconds remaining. Offense still on the field. You got to watch
this.
Watch the hard count here too, Eric.
I like it, though. Go for it.
And they're going quickly. Rolling out to his left is Gatos, looking for a man open. No one there. Now stops, drops back, throws it towards the middle. It's going to go through the hands of everybody and finds its way to the turf. Incomplete. Waters was the first one there, knocked it away.
Complete pass.
Zion Waters is watching Gatos the entire time as he's scrambling. And see what I mean? He gets out of the pocket. He gets comfortable. He gets off rhythm. And he just kind of chucks that one to the middle, trying to hope he can find somebody. I thought Waters had it in his hands. I mean, I thought he for sure had the pick, and then for that to almost fall into the hands of a Riverside receiver for a touchdown, oh my.
It's a 10-play drive, but another turnover on down. So Riverside, an 8-play drive. That was a punt, a 6-play turnover on drive, and then this 10-play turnover on downs. 24 seconds remaining, and Union likely will just take a knee and send this one to the locker room.
It's a defense in this first half. Union bends but don't break. Aside from one touchdown, maybe get away with a little bit of one there on that last play, but as expected, two defenses slugging it out. Low-scoring game.
That'll take us to the halftime break. An extra point the difference in the first half. Union 7, Riverside 6. Panthers will receive the second half kickoff. We'll be back with the UPMC halftime show when we return. You're watching Thursday Night Football on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAT.
Enjoy the
From high school to the pros and everything in between, you're listening to City View Sportscast, part of the iMedia One network.
Contractors, the Department of Healthy Homes needs you. From small to large residential projects, you can help families live safer and healthier with the quality work you do. It's rewarding in more ways than one. Call LCAP's Department of Healthy Homes today.
Attorneys Parada, Jones, and McCree are dedicated to giving their clients the best chance at a positive result. From personal injury, criminal and corporate law, real estate, municipal law, to wills and estates, their team will work with you through every step of the legal process. With Parada, Jones, and McCree, excellence is our guarantee.
Hey, Mom, do you need a ride to the store today?
Oh, no thanks, hon. I got it covered. Mike's taking me.
Okay, well, you have a doctor's appointment tomorrow, right? I can take you to that.
No, I got it covered too. Mike's taking me.
Mike?
Yes, Mike's my Axe driver. Picks me up right at my door and even helps carry my groceries. It's so convenient to schedule and ride with Axe. Wish I would have called him sooner.
Okay, Mom. Sounds like you got it covered.
I have an apple pie ready to eat. How about you help me with that?
Nick's Auto Body, trust your body in our hands. From a scratch to a dent to a major repair, Nick's your man. Making your car look as good as new. Nobody does it better than Nick's Auto Body. Trust your body in our hands. Nick's Auto Body, trust your body in our hands.
Featuring a saxophone solo by Brian Beanie.
Halftime here at Sox Russo Stadium. 7-6 Union with the lead. We're going to turn it over to the Riverside High School Marching Band under the directions of doing the splits, Molly Linville and Andre Rippey, the drum majors for the Panther Marching Band.
thrilled to perform Malagueña, composed by Ernesto Lecuña. Known for its Spanish-inspired flair and dramatic rhythms, Malagueña brings the spirit of flamenco to life, with sweeping brass and intense percussion that transport us to the heart of Andalusia. Get ready for some fiery passion as the Panther Band features our color guard in Malagueña. This playful, high-energy piece by Bob Crosby and the Bobcats was written in 1938 and is pure, fun, jazzy excitement. Known for its catchy brass and upbeat tempo, Big Noise from Winnetka will get your feet tapping and leave you with a smile. This song features soloists Wyatt Burry, Aurora Weaver, Abel Ryan, and Alex Kuhn. time for your Riverside Panther Marching Band. Catch us next week at home versus New Brighton.
There's the Riverside High School Marching Band, again under the direction of Emily Eastman. Molly Linville and Andre Rippey are the drum majors. Commanding officer Izzy Hall. I want to give a shout out to them. They're going to Walt Disney's Magic Kingdom in January. Lucky them. Best of luck to them on the rest of the year. And big shout out, I got to say this, 20 years ago, Eric Thomas, my marching band, played a little Malagueña, and I'm still playing along with them 20 years later because, you know, bandies, we never die.
No, evidently not. Good for them getting a chance to go to Disney. That's always a big competition down there. I like how Disney is this hub for cheerleading and for band. That's, of course, you have the bowl game parades and everything too, but that's really turned into like the marquee event for both competitions here in the United States.
It's a lot of fun. Hey, this is our band of the week, Eric. It's the Union Scotties Marching Band under the direction of Devin Householder. Their drum major Charlotte Drawler and Kaylee Flowers heading out to the field. So we'll send it back to field level for your band of the week, the Scotty Marching Band.
Kaylee Flowers, is your band ready? We're kicking things off with an energetic tune that's guaranteed to get your feet tapping and your heart soaring. A song that encapsulates the true spirit of devotion, featuring our majorettes. From the legendary Scottish duo, the Proclaimers, prepare yourselves for the iconic I'm Gonna Be 500 Miles.
There you go. We're off the like, we could go through a battle score. What are they going to say?
wraps up your UPMC halftime show. UPMC Orthopedic Care is Lawrence and Mercer County's local choice for sports medicine services. Appointments are available at any of the 4 Lawrence County locations, 724-983-7000. The Union Scotties are the band of the week this week, Eric Thomas. Let's give a shout out again to their drum majors, again, Charlotte Duralu and Kaylee Flowers. Majorette captain Elizabeth Glidden, and Scotty Girls captains Gabby Rice and Corinne Shannon. And I think, again, the coolest thing you see, especially at small schools, you got cheerleaders out there part of the band, you got football players part of the band. In fact, the one who is out there is the reason why it's a 1-point halftime lead. A.J. Culkin had the extra point, making it a 7-6 Union lead. He's out there as part of the Scotties marching band as well.
Yeah, excellent job by both defenses in that first half, and you're right. He was the difference in this game. Might he be the difference later on? I don't know, but I know this. Union's gotten through, 24 minutes of this game. They're halfway through this, and it's a 1-point game, and they lead it. So they've got to be feeling much, much different compared to their first 2 games. They have to feel like they have a shot in this game. They've been out of these previous 2 games. They're getting outscored by a ton in these first 2 games, 43-6 on average. So they have to be feeling like they're playing with a lot of confidence, and maybe it carries over. Let's hope for them it does. And if it does, they get a big win. And for Riverside, I'm not trying to get ahead of myself here, but a loss here tonight to Union is a little bit more debilitating for Riverside than it is for Union. Union's going to have a shot to make some plays here coming up in the next few weeks. And, we forget the point, too. We talked about the longer week coming off of this game. And who does Union have next week? Western Beaver, who's been one of the best defenses so far in 2A this season, Western Beaver. So they're playing with a lot of confidence. Their defense is playing good. They get through a half of the game with a lead. They're in a pretty good spot right now, and hopefully it continues to grow here and continues to manifest the rest of this way.
Kind of a bend-don't-break defense, really, for Union in that first half. I mean, they're definitely not looking good in terms of the stats. The only one that matters, though, the 7-6 advantage. Just 3 passing yards, 1 for 3 passing in the first half was Jordan Kelly. 57 rushing yards, 44 of them coming from Gianni Million on 11 carries. Those last 3 drives after the for the Riverside Panthers, 8 plays, 6 plays, and 10 plays, Eric, but they went punt, turnover on downs. They just couldn't get the final step that they needed.
This seems like it's going to be the type of game where every possession is going to matter down the stretch. And, if Union comes out here and gets a big stop early in this second half and they can go down the field and score, that might be enough in this game. I don't know. I mean, this is going to be kind of by the moment, sort of a paint-by-number second half here. And what I mean by that is this is the most important possession of the game right now. Then it's going to be the next possession that's the most important of the game after they get a stop or get off the field.
Can we get some Union magic again here with the 50-50? Time for the Chauncey toss probably here, ladies and gentlemen. Wait for the number here.
448-160. Again.
Lightning does not strike twice here at Sox Russo Stadium. So with that, Garrett Dolan swinging on over here because it is time for the Chauncey toss. Another loser right into Eric's face. Apologize there, Eric, and apologize that you're going to miss the start of the Green Bay game tonight. But big thanks to Specialty Cookies. Again, great stuff from them as always, sponsoring our Chauncey toss. Make sure you check them out on Facebook. Specialty Cookies by Lori Heights. Sponsor the Chauncey toss. When we win another one, we will win another one this year. I just have a feeling we will. Eric, when that does happen, we will be donating the winnings of the 50-50 to the Chauncey Scholarship Fund. Second half about to get underway. Union kicking off, going left to right. Colton Cox will boot it away with the left leg. Low line drive goes through the hands of one of the upmen, and then finally taken by Garcia back at the 23-yard line. Quickly up the field, past the 45-yard line before he's dragged down on the return. Actually, that was number 8 on the return, excuse me there.
Holler once again.
He was brought down by number 21, James Mahoney.
Yeah, so here we go now with this Union defense, James, and when they've disrupted the cadence of Gatos and they've made him throw off schedule a little bit and get hands in his face and put pressure on him, he's not looked good. When he's had the quick 2-step drop, his receiver runs a short route, he's looked great. Get in his face, get some stops. They show some pressure here early.
Quick handoff to Haller, comes near side, gets across midfield, and he's knocked out of bounds at the 45-yard line, so a quick pickup of 8 yards. Those gains of 2 and 3 earlier, turning into 6, 7, and 8 very quickly as this game has progressed.
And statistically, this game could end up being an anomaly because Union may end up winning this thing for all we know and be outgained almost 3-1 in terms of total offense. Doesn't matter. Just get stops and get off the field. You can bend until you can't bend anymore as long as you don't break, and that's what this defense did the first 24 minutes.
2nd and 2, pistol set at the Union 45-yard line, trying to get outside is Haller, and he does. A race to the corner. He's got the first down to the 40 to the 38-yard line. That first half scoring recap, by the way, Eric, is brought to you by Creative Edge, fully licensed and insured architecture and construction management services, making your project a reality.
And, you know, if you're Rob Magnifico in Riverside, you're coming out here running the football early in the second half because you want to wear down this Union defense up front. You want to be taking them apart and get them tired early in the second half. I wouldn't be stunned if maybe they mix in a pass here or there, but I don't know that I'd be throwing the ball a whole ton early in this second half. I'd just run until you wear these guys out.
Yeah, good balance of 77 yards passing, 69 rushing in the first half. Here's another triple option backwards pass to Garcia. Makes 1 man miss, 2 men miss. Now cutting back to the near side. We're going to get flags coming. This one's coming back as Garcia still dancing around on the far sideline. Inside the 20, finally out of bounds at the 15. Looked great. The laundry on the field, not so much. And a player down on the field for Union as well.
You understand why they want to get the ball in his hands just by the way that play unfolded there. That's Damian Carbone, who's down, by the way. They can ill afford to lose him up front.
Already lost one senior lineman in Keegan Kupka. Hadn't played since middle school, came out, earned a starting spot on the offensive line. Torn ACL, MCL, PCL in the opener.
I think he'll be okay. Just a little shaken up on the play. Doesn't look like it's anything. They're not looking at anything right now. But he's still down, so we'll see. But
looks like a
and just too much going on as far as the blocking goes there. But again, you see why they want the ball in the hands of Garcia, because he can make things happen when there's limited room to work. He can shift around.
They're going to back it up. He's up, ladies and gentlemen.
That is a blindside block, so not only a penalty, but a 15-yarder nonetheless. Penalties have been an Achilles heel now. 6 penalties for 55 yards against Riverside. Union just 1 holding penalty in the first half.
That's where Union's got to strike now defensively, because again, this Riverside team is giving you yardage back. Go after these guys and disrupt this offense and get off the field.
7-6, Union still leads early third quarter as Gatos drops back to pass, fires on the right side, too high for his intended target. Again, looking on the far side for Skinner.
And just shuffling his feet too much, wasn't able to get set quite enough to throw that ball. He wanted to throw that ball quick and then maybe looked over that way and saw his intended receiver not hit the route in time. They're trying to get chunks back there and set up a second and manageable. This Union defense, though, again, you got to be smart, but I think you also have to dial up some pressure here. You can sit back on second and long because you know they're going to try to get it all back.
This one a little bit high as, again, they move the pocket, trying to find Garcia. A little bit too high, but a nice touch on that ball, but third and long upcoming.
Yeah, coverage was tight by Waters, but Gatos throws that to the outside, letting his receiver Garcia try to get underneath of it, make the play to the outside. Waters had good coverage once again, though, and they get lucky that time and just a little overshot. Here's the money down, 3rd and 25.
Ball back in Riverside territory, 3rd and 25 at their own 47-yard line. As the sun has set, make it a much nicer view for us.
Keep it in front of him here. This is not the down to blitz.
They're going to go design run for Gatos the entire way. Across midfield on the right side. Breaks a tackle. Still going forward. Still fighting forward. Past the original line of scrimmage. And from 3rd and 25, it's going to be 4th down and about 4 to go, Eric. A 21-yard gain, and now you're definitely going for it.
Yeah, you're going to go for this on 4th down for sure. Good blocking down the field. And this was design run all the way. They were never going to think about throwing the football. Union sat back, tried to keep it in front of them. The right thing to do in that situation. Gato shown his dual threat ability to pick up almost that 1st down, and here's a big 4th down.
And they get to the line quickly. Does Riverside, and they got him into the neutral zone.
We have a flag on the
They're going to say Reichert jumped into the neutral zone, and I didn't even see any movement on the line there, Eric.
No, neither did I. If anything, I thought somebody up front for Riverside might have flinched, but they get Union for it, and that's an unfortunate penalty because not only is that against Union, but that's enough for the 1st down.
26-yard line.
And Riverside's within striking distance. They may try to take a chance here with Gatos and throw the ball. Watch Garcia in the slot. He's going to be bottom of your screen. You see him right there at the bottom. There's a lot of coverage between him and the defender.
Stretch to the near side. Haller gets to the corner. He's got room. More laundry on the field. He'll scamper into the end zone for the 26-yard touchdown. But again, a flag's going to take points off of the board. No Parada Jones-McCree touchdown here.
It looks like there's a flag on the play.
And that's going to be a third holding penalty accepted against the Panthers.
On the offense.
And on those stretch plays, Eric, that's the keys. They're holding the outside, whether it be the linebacker or the defensive end, not allowing them to get to the edge. It'll go down as a 8-yard pickup and then a 10-yard penalty.
And what's the reason why they have to hold? Because Union's got the speed and they're getting to the running lanes and they're getting to the running back fast enough. So Riverside's trying to hang on for dear life on some of those runs. Where's Garcia? He's slot far side this time.
Keeping an eye on him and nowhere to go on the handoff to Haller up the middle. He's hit immediately, basically before he even got the handoff. Isaac Casciato right up the gut for the loss.
Yeah, Union, again, has done an excellent job of reacting to the play. They're not getting thrown off by formations, and they're reading these runs pretty well. They're clogging lanes pretty well.
Down for the Panthers.
Casciato, who tight end lineman last year, getting more looks on defense and getting big stuff. Here's a ball through the hands of Gatos on the snap, and he's just going to throw it away out of bounds.
Incomplete pass.
Intended receiver in the area was Garcia. Good job again to recover because he had about 4 or 5 black shirts in his face.
And he gets the bounce too. Yeah. So that's, it goes right to him, and he's able to pick it up, turn around, and then sees the receiver out there, but he's got enough arm strength off balance to throw that out of bounds. Good job to save the possession, save the yardage, and not give up more to this Union defense. But, James, here we go again. This is 3rd down and 13. This Union defense can take a little bit of a chance here on 3rd and 13. They don't have to keep it all in front of them right now.
Late substitution for Union on 3rd and 13. Gatos rolls out to his right, fires across, and in and out of the hands of the intended receiver, Joseph Chill. He was open right at the first down marker, Eric, but couldn't haul it in.
Yeah, he had Aiden Booker beat, too, if that's just put on the money. You see it right there.
Slightly high.
Yeah, thrown to the outside. If that's a little bit lower, right where that ball is placed, that's going to be a catch and a first down. This Union defense, they stand strong here once again. They bend, but they have not broken, but at Riverside, are they going to go for this on 4th and 13?
You have to at the 29-yard line. This would be a 46-yard field goal attempt. He had about 35 to 40-yard range in warm-ups, did Gage Saffron, but this is definitely further than he would want to be going from.
I understand the benefit of going for it here, but if you miss a field goal, your defense has held strong after that first touchdown.
Rolling out to his right on 4th and 13. Same play to the far sideline. A one-handed attempt, but cannot haul it in.
And again, off the cadence a little bit. He's throwing on the run off that back foot and launching that ball too high for one of the shorter wide receivers on the team. This Union defense, again, bend, don't break, standing tall, get the ball back, start pounding that football, start doing the same thing Riverside's trying to do. Wear this team down up front, control the line of scrimmage, maybe mix in a pass here or there. This is, we're almost halfway through this quarter, too. This is a remarkable turn of events here. The Riverside gets the big plays, and they just keep shooting themselves in the foot with the penalties.
Yeah, they ran the ball well. Runs of 8, 7, 8, and 21 on the drive, but 0 for 5 throwing the football on the drive, including those last 3 for the turnover on downs. Pontus Insurance timeout. Let's take a look again at the advantages for both teams, your LG-KG keys to the game, and see how the teams have progressed on those keys to the game. Riverside, a dual threat. Really haven't seen much running the ball until that last play there from Aiden Gatos, but he's moving the pocket well, just slightly off the mark on a couple of those. For Union, it's all about $1 million, I'd say, more than anything. They got a lot of options, but I think you're going to see a heavy dose of Gianni Million. But I also think find more ways to get the ball into Monte Booker's hands, because he's shown the lightning capability a couple of times, one on a kick return and a couple of direct snaps as well. It's just what can they do to throw another curveball really at Riverside is my thought, Eric. How can they do something that the Riverside defense just isn't ready for right now?
Monte Booker needs to get the ball in his hands, but I'm just a little concerned that the coaches may say, son, you got to hang on to the ball. We can't give you opportunities if you're going to give it away here. We cannot. We're up against it right now. We don't have chances to give the ball away and recover.
Kelly flushed out of the pocket, and he's going to finally get run out of bounds near the line of scrimmage. A flag on the play back near the pocket as well.
He's going to learn, too. I mean, he'll get stronger as a player. He'll handle the ball much better as a player later on in his career. I'm telling you, he is going to be a nice addition to this team when he gets more experience under his belt. And if they can find a guy to throw the ball to him, oh boy.
The Staff Sergeant Edward David Mills. He was a Union High School graduate of the class.
Giving a shout out to Staff Sergeant Edward Mills, who Union graduate passed away long ago.
May we never forget
also want to mention Sox Russo Stadium here, Sox Russo's field. Socrates Russo's longtime physics and chem teacher, football coach, track coach for 17 years as well. A World War II veteran himself who passed away in 2004. 1st and 20 after the penalty. Kelly rolls out to his right, fires, man wide open as Waters, toe tapping back to the original line of scrimmage. I like that. Again, a safe throw, pitch and catch for the first down, or to make it on first down, make it second and reasonable.
Jordan Kelly.
If they can start mixing the pass in, well, I just
second down from
I hope this program can find themselves a signal caller and develop him and have him for 2 or 3 years, because they have some pieces that are starting to show up here for this team. If they can keep everybody intact and develop somebody, that's going to be huge.
2nd and 9, direct snap to Monte Booker. Bunch of blockers in front of him, but he can't quite get to the edge. Pick up about 3. It's going to be manageable. 3rd down and about 6 to go.
Yeah, not a bad run. Direct snap to him. It didn't work the first time they ran it back in the first half. Remember, he coughed it up, but that time they get what they can. 3rd and manageable. This team needs to be in 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5. Really anything north of 3rd and 5 might be problems, but keep it manageable, which they've done here on this possession. Keep that clock working and get this first down. This now becomes one of the biggest downs of the game.
3rd and 6, 8 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter. Union still with the 1-point halftime advantage. Trips to the right on 3rd and 6. Kelly's going to fake the handoff, go near side. Waters, nice extension on the catch, but he's going to be short of the line to gain as a result.
Yeah, had to do too much to catch the ball. A little wide. He had to stretch out for it. Couldn't keep his footing. Had to do the extra work there to pull it in. Cost him a few yards.
Union now 1 for 5 on 3rd down. Jordan Kelly is the quarterback. He's also the punter. Now they do bring the punt team fully on for 4th and 2. And again, your defense hasn't been stellar, but they've been bend, don't break, done enough. I think this is still the right call at their own 38-yard line to boot it away.
Yeah, their offense is not capable of giving up the short field, so this is absolutely the right call.
Nice spiraling punt over the head of Garcia, bounces straight down and is going to be down at the 27-yard line. That looked like an Eric Thomas 9-iron away, just stuck there at the 27-yard line. There's also a flag down in the middle of the return area.
Yeah, we might have got a block in the back or a hold. We probably got a hold there somewhere in the mix.
There's a flag on the play.
The one thing I've been impressed with in this contest, James, is Union's speed. And, Booker, I know, is the burner. We saw it on the kickoff. They've tried to exploit that in some runs and direct snaps. But this Union team has done an excellent job defensively, especially. Booker closing on a couple of those passes, blocking, shedding those, and getting up the field to make the tackle. Fundamental tackles, wrapping arms around both guys. They're showing signs of life here. I love it. I mean, I really, truly do, because this team, if they can just get it all to click for 48 minutes, and, we're working on getting it clicking here for 36, so there's 12 more to go after this, and if they can hang on and win this game, they're going to have a lot of pride going into that game against Western Beaver.
And nowhere to go on this first down play as Colton Cox upends Nason Haller for a loss.
That's what I'm talking about. Watch the speed on this play. Right up the field, Cox sheds the tight end and just goes right after the back, and there's nowhere to go. This team has the speed, the necessary speed defensively, and these closing moments on these tackles have been something to take note of tonight.
Colton Cox, the center defensive end, untouched for that 4-yard loss on first down.
You can see they want to win this game. That's a key thing right now.
Throw towards the far sideline, coming back towards his Garcia. He's got the catch at the first down marker, breaks away from Waters across the midfield before he's tripped up, basically right at the midfield stripe. That ball was thrown before he came out of his break, Eric. Beautiful ball for the first down.
Yeah, and that's such a tough throw for a young quarterback. I know Gatos has got the experience, but he's only a sophomore, and for him to make that throw across the field like that, and to basically throw his guy open. Mark that play down, though, because Waters with that shoestring tackle, this again, bend but don't break. They didn't break there. That might end up being a big tackle going forward.
And 2 steps forward, 1 step back yet again is motion early here against Riverside.
Both sides on the offense.
And that's, you expect that from a sophomore quarterback.
We'll back it up.
You expect there to be a lot of good, and you expect there to be a lot of bad. It's a balance. And when it's good, man, does it look good like that throw? That is a big-time, big-league throw by Gatos there. When it's not looked good and he's got the happy feet and he's rushing the throws and throwing off his back foot, you're over there on that Riverside sideline and you're like, what are you doing? But then when he makes that play, you're like, that's what he's doing. That's why he could end up being a special quarterback for this program.
1st and 15 now. Garcia, the man in motion to the near side. Rolling out that way is Gatos. Again, is going to try to flip it to Garcia. Catches it back near the original line of scrimmage. Stops on a dime. Again, eludes a rusher, and then is hammered from behind by one of the D linemen. Coming all the way back to making the hit was Amari Johnson, the freshman.
See, and that's one of those throws that he has struggled with early in this game, but that time just does a beautiful job on the back pedal. Kind of throws a low ball, but it's only where his guy's going to get it. And Garcia is a smaller player, so he can get away with that throw to him. Right on the dot, and man, oh man, was that pretty. He has had back-to-back big-time, big-boy throws.
36 yards, that one a 13-yarder. Holler up the middle, now cuts outside. He's got the first down inside the 40, inside the 35, down to the 30-yard line for Mason Holler. And more moving the sticks. Again, the avenue's getting a little bit bigger now on that defensive front.
You could probably call it on every play, but they got away with a little minor chip there on that play to free up Holler for a second.
That's good for another Panther first down.
Get away with those when you can. This Union defense, again, they're starting to show some signs of weathering here, but this is the area of the field where, again, they've been bending but not breaking. They got to try to do it one more time.
And if you're Riverside thinking the other way, we got to find a way to get points on the board. They've gotten down into the red zone and the pink zone a few too many times without putting points on the board. Their only touchdown coming after a muffed opening kickoff. Handoff to Holler. Short gain on that first down play. Give him a gain of 3. Beautiful sunset here on campus of Union Area High School. Not Union Reimersburg.
Yes, some in the state need a bit of a geography lesson.
We appreciate the Healy family going to the correct location tonight. 2nd down and 7. Gatos rolls out to his right, throws on the run, and stepping in front of it, and could he hold on to it? No, he couldn't. Finally, a play where Waters read the route and got his hands on it. And if you check on the LCAP instant replay, Eric, I thought he had that one picked.
Yeah, and this time Gatos rolling to the short side of the field, but there's that closing speed once again. And Waters does an excellent job, too, jumping over the route, jumping over the receiver, and getting his hands on that without making the contact too early. That was a veteran play by Waters. And a big stop. Here we go. There's this theme again in this third quarter. It's another 3rd down.
3rd and 6 from the 26.
And you got to think Riverside, this is 2-down territory, 4-down territory. They're going to go for it here on 4th down if they don't pick this up.
2 receivers each way. Gatos 3-step drop is going to fire down the far sideline and not on the same page with his intended target as Skinner cut in and the ball went towards the pylon.
And he also had Booker in his hip pocket once again. Good coverage, very tight coverage, and I mean Booker was in his hip pocket. That young man's got quite the future for him.
Now this freshman class, extensive and impressive. Junior high champions a year ago, Eric, and a lot of them being called upon early. Will one of them make another big play here? 4th down and 6, trips right. for Riverside. Gatos looking to the left, though. He has to scramble, nearly gets hit once, and then he's not going to get away from the second guy. He's dragging him down for the loss. It's Isaac Casciato with the huge sack back to the 37-yard line.
Now watch this again, because Nick Cook explodes up the field and is the first guy there, and then Casciato is unbelievably relentless at getting after him, and there it is again, the stop on third down, the bend but don't break, get the ball back, 3 minutes to go, the clock starts to become a bit of an ally, but Union's got to sustain one of these drives. This really feels like one more score, if it's a touchdown, is going to do it here. I'm telling you, man, Nick Cook shot up the field so fast, that allowed Casciato and company to get back there, get the penetration, and make the big stop.
The issue is now Union's offense. They have not had a first down since their touchdown back in the early parts of the first quarter. Not much room here for Million. 2 yards on that carry. His first touch of the second half. 12 carries for 46 yards on the night for Gianni Million.
But I like that type of run, though. I like the design of that play. I like the way Million tries to fight his way through that once again. You know, Riverside's going to play with better gap control in this second half. They're going to attack those areas a little bit harder, trying to get some stops. They know that Union wants to run the football, so they've got to key on it. Union's got to have a little fresher approach to mixing up the runs here in the second half, perhaps. But Million, if they just can chip away and then get a nice second or third down run, it'd be great.
Rolling out left, now scrambling right is Kelly. Pumps once, pumps twice. Now he's going to fight forward and get knocked out of bounds. But again, gains positive yardage there, Eric. It's going to make it third down and about 5 to go.
And Holler and Jackson are controlling the center of the field there, so Kelly had nowhere to go with it. He was looking in the middle of the field, but there's 4 guys around one, so he knows he can't feed it in there. He had Townsend to the outside, but there was also help there. Not a lot of places to go with it. Had to try to tuck it and run and couldn't pick up the necessary yards. Again, here we go, and again, the theme, every play becomes the biggest play of the game. This third down now, late in this third quarter, is paramount if Union's going to win this game.
Booker to the left, Million to the right of Kelly on third down and 6. Kelly rolls right. Now scrambling, man in his face, and he's going to get hit as he throws it, and it's going to go right into one of the cheerleaders here on the near sideline. Hesitated a little bit too long, I think, Eric, and that's, again, a fresh quarterback out there, not used to playing the position.
He's coming to the short side of the field. There was nothing open there. You're not giving him any room to really maneuver or have a guy break off the route, deviate from the route, and get open somewhere down the field. He's running out of real estate.
They're actually going to mark it back at the 35-yard line. They're going to say he stepped out of bounds, Eric, before he made the pass. So a loss of 5 on the sack. Now Kelly will boot it away on 4th and 10. Low knuckleballing kick will take a Scotties bounce from the 40 inside the 30 and all the way down to the 25-yard line. So another 3 and out for the Scotties. Riverside football coming up, and coming up after the game, we'll announce the MVP Insurance MVP of the game, home, auto, term, life, liability insurance, and more. MVPINS.com.
Next week, the Lady Scots volleyball team will be traveling to Western Beaver.
Time possession, I'll tell you what, too, Eric, is starting to become an issue. It was a 14-minute to 10-minute advantage in the first half, but Riverside, a 9-play and 8-play drive in the second half, but both ending with turnovers on downs.
Yeah, there's been no damage.
Yeah.
So, they've been eating up the clock, but what have they done with it?
They're going to set up a screen again. Ball tipped at the line. Somehow Garcia still ends up with it. He's got the first down going across the field, across the 40, and knocked out of bounds at the 45-yard line is Garcia.
They get fortunate there because Union, again, had it read perfectly. Watch his penetration up the field, sticking those hands up, never giving up on the route, but then sitting in the middle there. That was going to be a little middle screen to Garcia anyway, and the tip goes right into his hands. Nobody was able to react quick enough, and he picks up a big gain. But here again, it's a big gain for Riverside, but what can they do with it here? What's going to happen later in this drive? This Union defense still trying to stay strong.
Pistol formation. Holler breaks out of a Cox hit in the backfield, but then he goes down almost by the turf monster.
Number 55.
At the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. He'll hobble off. A little concerning there. You mentioned he was banged up, Eric, and that was a non-contact fall down. Appears to be okay, but that was scary looking for a second.
Yeah, he had some issues, some ankle issues in the Northgate game a couple weeks ago, and he was limping off the field after the first couple of possessions. and was pretty banged up. He just did not seem right last week against Laurel, was not effective in that game. They really got him going here in this one, more so than what they did against the Spartans. But
quick pass to the right side, caught and immediately hit. Townsville on the tackle. Gain of 4 on the completion to Cole Jackson. His first catch of the year.
Good coverage once again. And being there to react to that play and not allow the bigger gain.
Third down for the Panthers.
So I sound like a broken record here. Here we go again. 3rd down, and it's 3rd and medium.
Timeout can be called by Union as they again are having some personnel issues. 11 for 24 for a $150 for Aiden Gatos. But that's the second Ponch's Insurance timeout of the second half for the Scotties defense.
Ladies and gentlemen, our junior high girls basketball team.
Also coming back to the game, we'll announce our Maley Chiropractic play of the game. Old joints got you sidelined. Doctors Mitch Maley, Chris Archer, and Kelsey Bowser can get you straightened out. Do you feel 10 years older? Would you rather feel 10 years younger? It might not be just old age that's slowing you down. A chiropractic adjustment can bring the young athlete out in you. So 3rd down and 6. It feels like Riverside, when they run the ball, they've had a lot of success, but they've been going to the air a lot on these 3rd down plays, Eric. What's your thoughts here right at midfield on 3rd and 6?
Well, they can mix this up a little bit. They can either get the ball. I'm looking for Garcia here from Riverside, something maybe like an end around, a short screen, something like that. But they can run the ball here if they choose to. If they want to go with Lucarelli or if they want to go with Holler, they can decide to do that, because you have to once again think if they get this into Union territory, this Riverside defense is saying to itself, they haven't done anything against us in the second half. We're going for it on 4th down. Doesn't matter at this point where the ball is. We got to go for it no matter what. So I still get the idea that this is 4-down territory. You run a play here, try to get the yardage. If you don't, you fall yards short. You're going for it anyway. I'm looking for Garcia here, something either gimmicky or a screen pass to him and let him create it.
He's slot right on 3rd and 6. That's where Gatos is looking, and he's going to be hit as he goes to throw. Coming off the edge was Colton Cox and got a piece of him because Garcia was open, and, well, Gatos just couldn't get it off in time.
Yeah, he had the route. Certainly did.
Broken up a little by number 57.
They're going to punt this, too.
You know, I don't mind this because, again, your defense has been playing well, Eric. Pin them back. Don't give them any chance.
They haven't. At some point when the clock gets late, it becomes a field position game. So you're going to trade the opportunity to get a 4th down conversion for a shorter field and back this Union offense up. Again, they haven't shown any ability to move the ball outside that opening drive for the touchdown. So you might as well try to pin them back, let your defense do its job, and see if you can get a short field after it.
Waters catches the punt at the 14-yard line and goes down immediately. A good punt there from Tanner Kiesling of 36 yards and no return.
Man, Garcia just racing up the field, too. The gunner down there gets Waters right away. Zion had no chance other than make the catch.
Waters.
A little dangerous not to call a fair catch, though, Eric.
1st and 10 for Union.
But this is why I like it for Riverside, because they now pin the Union deep. If you get another 3 and out, and it's been 4 3 and out straight, there's also the 1-play drive, the kneel down to end the first half. But if you get a 5th straight 3 and out here, you're going to get the ball back right at midfield to start again.
And, you mentioned the punt there. If it's a sky-high punt, you're hoping that your coverage is going to set up and your blockers are going to be in place and you're going to have a chance to run. So Waters probably thought he had more of an opportunity, but then he blinked and Garcia was right in his face.
Play action, little throw into the flat to Monte Booker, catches at the 20. Monte Booker to the 25-yard line. That's going to move the chains. There it is, a little creative way to get the ball into the speedster's hands on 1st down.
Figure out a way to get the ball in his hands. He's slow to get up here. Hopefully it's not serious, but you got to figure out ways to get him the ball. And this looks like it might just be a cramp. Let's hope. But
on the tackle,
that's an excellent way to extend the pocket, roll him out, get him the ball. Let him create after he gets the ball in his hands.
That was number 9 on the reception.
That's the first down since about the 3-minute mark of the opening quarter. And it comes with 49 seconds remaining here in the 3rd.
Union, 1st down.
Yeah, a little cramp issue for him. They're checking that calf out, right calf.
And it's not hot anymore, but that's the issue when you have the drastic change in temperature.
Jump like that, right? It wasn't a scorcher today, but it was a beautiful early fall day or late summer day, and all of a sudden that temperature dropped about 15 to 20 degrees.
So now in the game, Offensively there with Zach Rich in the backfield. They're going to go handoff up the middle to Million and nowhere to go whatsoever. Maybe a loss of one on first down.
The hesitation there, and the defense was allowed to react to it. And there's Viscuso.
Stopping number
Viscuso,
24,
yes,
Johnny
who
Million.
makes the stop. That hesitation, that slight hesitation, just all of a sudden allowed him to react to it. Million really didn't have anywhere to go, and he got swallowed up.
They need a place to go after the game. The kitchen's open at the Crane Room tonight until 10:30. Select app specials, a post-game tradition at the Crane Room, and being Thursday night, football and wings. We appreciate the people who are watching from the Crane Room now. You're watching a defensive struggle. Both teams scored in the first quarter. It remains that same 7-6 score through 3 quarters of play. We'll be back in a moment here on Thursday Night Football. It's the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Whether you're hosting a big party, it's family dinner night, or you just need a place to go and watch the big game, the Crane Room Grill is the place to be. Need that something special for your upcoming event? Ask about the CR Brewing Company's custom brewing options to give your big day that personalized touch that your guests will never forget. Visit craneroom.com to see their full menu, or call in your takeout order now at 724-656-1553. The Crane Room Grill and CR Brewing Company, a winning combination.
Your hip, your knee, your shoulder, whatever has been holding you back, UPMC Orthopedic Care is where you'll find experts to help you get back to a better quality of life. UPMC is pioneering minimally invasive surgeries, and we offer personalized treatment plans and same-day surgery to get you home and moving sooner. It's your ankle, your elbow, your hand, and it's your move. Visit UPMC.
Does your blueprint not match the vision of your building project? Not with Creative Edge Architecture. From concept to creation, Jeff Measle will help tackle the complex problems, creating design solutions and construction experience. Creative Edge gives you the edge design and construction meet.
12 minutes on the clock, a 7-6 Union lead, and they have the ball here to start quarter number 4. Looking to get a little flow in the offense. They have second down and 11, though. Ball at their own 24-yard line. Direct snap to Million. Coming to the near sideline. Cuts up the field. He's going to be gobbled up by a pair of Riverside Panthers. Ball comes loose late. No whistle. Looks like Union's back on top of it anyway after a gain of 5 yards.
Did a good job that time to follow Kelly, who he got lost behind. We talked about him trying to get lost behind those O-linemen earlier. And Jordan does a good job then to block somebody. Million cuts back towards the middle, but that Riverside defense was waiting for it. They now expect him to cut back on these runs, so some of those guys are going to stay at home and try to clean it up.
14 carries, 49 yards for Gianni Million. He's to the left, and that's James Bailey, who is to the left of Kelly now on this 3rd down and 7. Kelly rolls out to his right, finds Waters open, catches it at the first down marker, and is going to move the chains. Beautiful out route going his way the entire way, Eric, and moves the chains. A big 3rd down conversion.
And extends the pocket, and Kelly does a nice job to throw on the run there and feed that into Waters. That's a tough throw for a guy who doesn't throw the ball much to put that on the money. Waters had good separation, throws to the outside. He makes a great catch, moves the sticks. Big first down for Union. Clock needs to tick for him here, but they have got to keep moving this football. This is, again, a situation where another touchdown might be enough here. You know it's still going to be one possession.
3rd catch of the half for Waters. Direct snap to Million, cuts to the near sideline. He's got Kelly in front of him. He's off to the races across midfield to the 40. One man to beat, cuts inside at the 30 and is dragged down to the 25-yard line by Lucarelli. And that's the point. Not much, not much. All it takes is a little seam and Gianni Million can get going.
Yeah, look at this run. Look at this cutback. And then extends down the field. You got linemen blocking down the field, too. Lucarelli takes a pretty good angle there and doesn't bite for an outside move and then lose him right near the sideline. He stayed at home and was able to make a touchdown-saving tackle. What a run. What a set of blockers up front for Million. Huge, huge first down. 3 first downs on this drive. And this is, this is what Union did last year. They did them in back-to-back drives sometimes. 2 really good drives, and the rest of it, you try to figure it out. Tonight it was 1 good drive, figure the rest of it out, and now bang, they're on the move.
That's a 39-yard pickup. 1st and 10 at the 24, early 4th quarter. Kelly design run the whole way.
Great call.
Right up the gut. Let your 6'4", 210-pound quarterback muscle his way forward for a couple.
You've run outside so much in this game. You've moved the pocket in this game when you've thrown a couple of passes here of late. Now you try to catch them off guard and go right up the
Second
gut.
down,
I actually like that
Virginia.
call. Even though they didn't get a whole lot of yards in that play, it keeps the defense honest. It tries to soften them up in the middle a little bit, and now maybe you come back with something in the outside.
Reminds me of the game-winning touchdown in the WPIAL semifinals from Braylon Thomas a couple of years ago. Everything outside, outside, outside. All of a sudden, you go up the gut. Reminds me of Thomas's touchdown against Mohawk in the week 0 game a couple of years ago, Eric.
Oh, that game.
40-37, that final. One of the best games we've called on the network. Million direct snap, trying to get to the right edge, and he's not going to be able to, but breaks away from one tackle, still fighting forward, and somehow gets positive yardage. It should have been a loss of 5. Instead, it's a gain of 1.
Yeah, keeps the legs working again and uses that lower body, little shifty move to the outside, sells the defender, and just gets enough to get that yardage back and then picks up 1. Tyler Richards, a nice job to stay with it that time. Jordan Kelly's doing a good job blocking on the outside, but this Riverside defense has adjusted, put some faster guys on the edge there to make sure they try to cut that off when Million's going to run that way.
And no big surprise. Again, he's been the starting tight end the last 2 years for Union, shifting to the quarterback position here for his junior year. So it works nicely when you have a Tim Tebow style sized quarterback as your lead blocker.
And you remember, like, Braylon Thomas was so good at extending the pocket. They kind of do that with Million on some of these runs.
Play action, throw into the flat, caught there by Monte Booker. He's got space in front of him, inside the 20. Booker to the 15-yard line. He's going to be short of the first down marker. Oh, there's a flag back at the line of scrimmage as well.
That was number 14.
This is away from the play, too.
Casely.
And holding's going to push the Scotties backwards. Only the 3rd call against Union tonight, penalty-wise, but that's a big-time hurt. It's going to now be 3rd and 19.
Kelly's rolling out to the near side, though, James, so the play is on the hold is on the back side of the play.
And how quickly that ball got out,
right.
really didn't need it, right?
He pretty much, exactly. It's almost, it's a wasted play because you didn't really need the hold. He had the ball released, he was set, he fired.
4-yard line.
And it was a good gain by Booker to do what he could with it after the catch, but just an unnecessary penalty. This team is not equipped for 3rd down and 10. At least I don't see that they are right now. That might come later in the year, but really not equipped for 3rd and 19. What do they got drawn up here?
They have only 3 plays in the game of double-digit yardage. Kelly drops back, throw over the middle is going to be deflected and intercepted at the line of scrimmage. Getting the pick defensively was Mason Holler. The Medora Bonner Law change in possession with 9 minutes remaining. It's still a 7-6 Union lead. Quick pass looking over the middle, Eric, but the hands get up quickly.
It's the right idea. Right idea to do it. And that's big Brock Alastro who had his hands on it. It's the right idea. They're trying to feed it to Booker, get the ball in his hands, let him make a play or at least gain yardage so you feel comfortable going forward on 4th down. But Alastro with that long reach is able to stick those paws up, knock it down, and Holler's just sitting right underneath of it like he's waiting for it to drop in a bucket.
Well, he had the fumble recovery earlier, did Brock Oliastro, and now he gets his hands on that one, leading to the interception. Holler on the carry, and he's tripped up in the backfield again. Colton Cox, we've called his name a few times, getting in the backfield.
Yeah, and again, the speed of this Union defense. So you have the play on offense in which you turn the ball over. So what do you do on the next possession? You come back with your defense, and you make a good play. And I like what's going on the sideline right now, too. We don't see it, but Jordan Kelly, one of the staff members or players on the sideline, is talking
guess who
to
it
him.
is? That's Braylon Thomas.
And telling him to just shake it off. So that's a great sign that they got somebody in his ear, especially that guy in his ear telling him to shake it off.
Gatos is going to go direct run. He's got room on the left side, stumbling, bumbling, spins off a tackle at the first down. Gatos across midfield. Gatos to the 40 and tripped up at the 35-yard line. Huge gain across midfield, and Riverside again on the edge of the red zone.
And the speed of Union, the recovery speed saved him there.
That was number 6.
26 yards.
Gatos got tripped up and then spun around and kept his foot. That is a hell of a run by Gatos.
Yeah.
That was enough for a Panther first.
He should have been down after about a 5 or 6 yard gain when he tripped, and then he got spun around, kept his foot, and then took off.
Pistol set, handoff to Hollard, bounces off a tackler, goes right side down at the 32-yard line. Give him a gain of 4 there on first down. What's crazy about that last play too, Eric, is the fact that was like student body right, and he decided, forget it. I'm going to go to the left, kind of like what Mike Graham did in his opening game for the Newcastle Red Hurricanes. 8 minutes to play. It's still a 1-point Union lead that they've held since late in the first quarter. Pistol set, second down.
No, they didn't jump, young man.
Yes, they did. That's twice that she's done that on the far sideline. The head linesman waiting 2 seconds, blowing the whistle, and then just dropping the flag.
You know, I think Riverside is the one that actually moved.
Offsides is the call.
I thought the left side of the offensive line for Riverside looked like they flinched.
That's twice that I think Riverside may have bought that call on the far sideline.
No, it's definitely twice. And hey, you got to lobby. You get about 2 seconds to state your case. Kim the ball, you're saying the same thing I am. The left side of that offensive line jumped, and he's even telling the head referee that the side judge on this side said it. He is getting his money's worth.
Meanwhile, I think there was a timeout call by Riverside on the far sideline.
James, if this was basketball, he's out.
Yes.
He would have been run at that point. I love his emotion and the way he fights for his team. You know, his mentor, Bob Palco, did the same thing. A little bit more controlled, I guess is the best way to say it. Bobby was he just one of the best, but Kim will light you up if he wants to. I love when he gets fired up and fights for his squad.
Second down and 2. Triple option look again, a backward pass to Garcia. He drops it. That's a fumble, a live ball, and it was right in front of Swayze Riker, but he lost his footing, and Garcia is able to fall on it.
Now Garcia with the quick reaction there, saving the possession.
And only losing a yard as a result.
Yeah, not much damage done there. You can make that back. This is 4-down territory either way. It's 7 minutes. You know, Riverside has to think here that they're probably going to get the ball back one more time anyway. There's too much time left. They have to be confident in their defense to get the ball back for them. So you expect that. I still think this is going to be 4 down if they don't pick this up. This might be a run here by Gatos.
3rd and 3, high snap, play action for Gatos, looking to set up the screen again.
Oh,
not there.
Goodness.
He's all the way back towards midfield, still running for his life away from Cox, and finally just fires it out of bounds to save the yards and save the down. But well read on the screen, and the pressure still in his face.
You throw that away because you're going to go for it on 4th down. But
yeah.
Young man, you can't give up 25 yards like that backpedaling. That's what I said earlier. Like, when it's good, man, is it good, and it looks great. And when it's not, you see the young quarterback style in him. You see the I want to make the Mahomes type play in him, and they're going to wave it off. They threw a flag for intentional grounding, but they're going to wave it off.
I should have thrown one for Lyman downfield is what I was thinking.
And they missed that again, too, because
it's a screen pass. There has to be guys downfield, right?
Had it earlier in the game, too, but yeah,
wow.
He's got to be aware of that and not lose that 25 yards.
High snap again on 4th down and 3. Caught at the 25-yard line. He's going to be wrapped up. It'll depend on the spot, and he's got it just by a couple of yards.
See what I mean, though? That's when it looks good right there.
Right.
That's backpedaling and putting that ball right on the number, right in your guy's hands. That's a heck of a throw. He is able to come back from some of these throws in this game and continue to drive his team. That's how you know he's going to be a good quarterback. As simple as that.
Riverside now 1 for 5 on 4th down. That's their first 4th down conversion of the game.
You live with the play before that if he makes the play that he just did.
1st and 10, pistol set, gets it to Holler. He's got room to the left edge. Inside the 20, inside the 10, to the 5, and knocked out of bounds just shy of the pylon. It's going to be 1st and goal as Riverside has entered the red zone.
They set it up so nicely to go to that shorter side, but the wider side on the run.
There was a flag dropped.
Oh, my.
Is this coming back again?
So are we just to assume that now every run to the outside there's a hold?
Well, most of them have been, and here's another one.
There was a flag on the play.
You never saw the flag because it was picked up before the ref even made the signal.
I'm not trying to belittle what the officials do here, but there's holding on every play. You can literally throw a flag every single play in football if you wanted to because somebody's getting held somewhere. Every run tonight to the outside, there's been a hold.
Holler will get 2 yards credited to him, then the 10-yard mark off, so makes it 1st and 18. 17 carries, 55 yards for Holler.
I don't know that I necessarily agree with that call, but if you're Union, you got to take it and capitalize.
Gatos 3-step drop throw to the outside and unable to connect. Evan Skinner on the intended target. 12 of 28 now throwing the football on the evening is Aiden Gagos.
Pressure in his face again. Cachado bearing down from that what would end up being the backside of Gatos, so he had to rush the throw a little bit, and his receiver didn't have a chance to complete the route, timing a little bit off, and that's what happens when you got that speed, and Union's able to disrupt it one more time.
Second down and 18. The ball's at the 32-yard line, approaching the midway point of the fourth quarter.
It's 4 down either way.
Gatos rolling to his right, fires on the run, looking for Garcia. Beautiful pass caught at the 20-yard line. Gain of 12, it'll be third down and 6, and that one needed to be perfect because of Waters, again, right in the hip pocket of the receiver.
Just has that pretty little teardrop throw and puts it right in that bucket once again.
Third.
He's made some big-time throws tonight, has Gatos, and this is
That'll bring up third down.
something to watch. They're going for this either way. They have to at this point because this drive is now taking more time off the clock. It's 4 down territory either way because they may not get it back at this point.
Third and 7. Throw over the middle through the hands of Garcia. Again, tight coverage from Waters to knock it away. So here's the deal. Ball's at the 21-yard line. This will be a 37-yard field goal right on the edge of the range of the kicker.
You have to go for it.
For the Panthers.
They won a 9-7 game last year, Eric. They're going to bring out the field goal unit.
Wow. Well, and on that last play, too, again, the pressure in the face, disrupting the cadence and throwing Gatos off just a little bit. So the throw's just a touch high, a touch off. Tough catch to make.
Junior Gage Safran will be on to attempt the field goal. It'll be a 38-yard attempt.
And who's the holder? It's Garcia.
Garcia, keep an eye on that. 10 seconds on the play clock. Ball on the right hash to take the lead. Low snap, able to get it down. The kick is up. It's long enough, and it is in.
Field goal.
Just got that over that crossbar. I'll tell you what, that thing was as low as it could have been. That's a one-hop snap that Garcia is able to put up, laces out over the crossbar. What a job by Garcia to get that spot down. That was amazing on his behalf.
With 5:33 remaining, a 38-yard field goal gives Riverside the 9-7 advantage. Back in a moment. It's the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Joseph's Marketplace is Newcastle's favorite family-owned hometown grocery store and coffee shop. Fresh meats and produce, full-line deli, homemade foods, and much more. Joseph's Marketplace has hot foods prepared every day. They also have Newcastle favorites like grape leaves, hummus, and wedding soup available daily. Follow Joseph's Marketplace on Facebook and Instagram for daily updates or stop in to see what's cooking each day. Come hang out at the brand new cafe and bakery, full of great coffee, drinks, sandwiches, snacks, sweets, and free Wi-Fi. In a rush? Go to josephsnc.com and place your cafe order online. Joseph's Marketplace, family owned and operated since 1915.
38-yard field goal up and good for Gage Safran. Makes it a 9-7 Riverside advantage. Now Safran to boot it away. He's going to go high and short to the near side. Mahoney off of his helmet, and somehow falling on it is Union at the 32-yard line. We want to go back to that field goal again because after the play, the Union Scotties bench absolutely irate for something here, Eric. Did the ball maybe go underneath?
Cameron Johnson.
From that angle, looks like it went above.
Yeah.
We're trying to figure out what it could be that the coaching staff was upset
They're
about.
right on the back end of the play there, the officials are, so they're looking at it. That's over the crossbar.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what they could have possibly – I mean, Kim Nabaldia was out there arguing about the offsides a couple downs before that. I'm not sure what he was arguing there. But
I mean, I think it could have been all the way back to the potential intentional grounding or illegal man downfield play.
That's possible.
So 5:30 remaining. Scotties have not moved the ball well. Couple first downs on the last drive. Quick out, caught at the 40-yard line by Waters for a pickup of 8.
Yeah, good job on a clean route, short route. Get Kelly in a rhythm and give him some confidence on some of these shorter routes. You have turn and burn ability with some of these receivers, so if you put it on the money and they can keep their feet planted, they can turn and maybe get upfield, get a couple extra yards.
Waters, 4 catches for 32 yards, all coming here in the second half. 2nd and 2, under 5 minutes remaining. Only game playing tonight. How about a Newcastle Transit Authority score update after this second down play from the NFL game? as Kelly rolls out to his left on 2nd and 2. Steps inside, and he's going to get dragged down. Still trying to fight, and does. Throws it late. It's going to be intercepted, but the whistle had blown. And then he was slammed down after the play. Nothing on that being called. He was called in the grasp for the sack. And a big loss as a result. So from 2nd and 2, it's going to be 3rd and about 15 to go, as there's fireworks off in the distance too.
Big loss on the play for Union.
And that's the issue, Eric, is that Riverside does not, or excuse me, Union has not shown the capability to go down the field on a single play.
No, it's going to have to be short passes. There's still plenty of time to do that. You can mix some runs in and move the football that way. But if you're going to pass the ball, again, it's got to be those short, quick comeback routes, safer throws. Let your receiver seal off the defender and make the catch.
Kelly rolls right, now steps up in the pocket, looks to run, lowers his shoulder back to the original line of scrimmage, but that is it. 4th down and 10, only 1 timeout remaining and about 4 minutes on the clock.
That was number 8, Jordan Kelly, on the scamper.
Have to go for it.
I think so. You're not guaranteed to get the ball back.
Now, on your defense, you know what they're going to try to do if you punt it. They're just going to simply try to run the ball and wear you down and wear the clock down. And even if Riverside were to get the ball back and run the ball and go 3 and out, if they push you into your territory, you just said it. They haven't shown the ability to go downfield, so they have to trust their defense and trust the numbers.
3:39 as they break the huddle. 4th down and 10 from the 37-yard line. 2 men in the backfield with Kelly. He drops back, fires near sideline, and it's going to go through the hands of Monte Booker. He's going to get hit with a late hit, but it doesn't matter. Turnover on downs has already happened. It'll be a 15-yard penalty. It'll still be Riverside football, but 15 yards further back.
Yeah, that's just a tough way for it to go down here if you're Union, but
so what's going to happen, because it's a dead ball foul, it's after the play. The turnover on downs has already happened. This is going to be Riverside football, but instead of at the 32-yard line, it'll be moved 15 yards back to the 47. There you go, dead ball, personal foul.
Personal foul.
It's after the play, so yeah, 1st down Riverside. That's the right call.
Yeah, and the biggest number here, James,
after the play.
The first
down Riverside. Yes, absolutely, 1,000%. It's this way.
The biggest number on the board right now is the 1 timeout that Union has.
Like that was a penalty.
It's Riverside football. And the fans are going to go irate because they don't know the rules. It's a dead ball foul. This would be the same in college or the pros, Eric. It's a dead ball foul. It is Riverside football, yes. It's a dead ball foul, guys. It's a dead ball foul. Change the downs. It's 1st down. But it's not. It's dead foul. That's after the play.
Yeah.
That was a dead ball foul.
Yeah, they clearly called it dead ball.
Which is the right call. It's after the play has ended.
There's been a little bit of discussion amongst this officiating crew here tonight, and we've had them in a game already this year. They do tend to take forever and not be clear enough on some of the signals. I digress, but here's the problem, though, James. You got 3:24 left, and the most important number on the clock right now is the 1 timeout for Union, so they cannot stop the clock but once. You're going to have to play 1st down. You're going to have to play 2nd down and try to get to a 3rd down and stop it after the 3rd down. I would not be stunned, though, if Riverside's in a 4th down and say like 2 or 3 if they went for it anyway. The problem is that you're not going to leave yourself a lot of time, and that's where the 1 timeout comes back to hurt them because they can't burn it right away. They're going to have to call it after 3rd down to save time.
Hand off to Haller, coming to the near sideline, gets to the 50, inside of the 45.
It's not going to matter now.
Yeah,
you can call whenever you want now. It's a 1st down.
I did get stopped short. I thought he was going to make it to the sticks as well, but it's a gain of 7 or 8 on 1st down for the Panthers. Make it 8.
Yeah, so they're going to keep doing what I said originally, where they're going to let it run, and then they're going to try to stop them here on 2nd down. And if you get to a 3rd down and stop them, then you burn it.
Games going on tomorrow. We'll have Mohawk and Elwood City here in Maction. Shenango hosting Northgate as well. Still 2:45 remaining here. A 2-point Riverside lead.
1st down ends the game right here.
Pistol set, another high snap. Haller falls down, slips and falls right away as he gets the handoff. It's going to be a loss of 3, and now the timeout called by Coach Nee with 2:34 remaining. We'll take one as well. Back in a moment. 9-7 Riverside with 2:34 remaining on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP. Kick off the school year with a visit to Sims Cafe on Wilmington Road, serving breakfast, lunch, and signature beverages. Stop in, give them a call, or order online at simscafe.net. And remember, kids 10 and under get a free pancake or waffle every Saturday. With new specials weekly, it's no wonder Sims Cafe is where sandwiches equal smiles.
I love what I do because coming in every day is different.
How can you not enjoy these kids coming up and hugging you and giving you these great smiles all throughout the day?
Seeing the progress that our kids make every single day is one of the reasons I love coming to school. What should we do?
We have fun.
LCAP Early Learning Centers is hiring. Help empower young minds in Lawrence County and become a superhero today. Apply at lcap.org.
Hey Scotty fans, it's Mrs. Ryan
and Miss Felina here on behalf of the Union Area Education Association.
And we want to wish all of our Scotties good luck this season. Go Scotties!
2:34 remaining, Eric Thomas. It's a 3rd and 6 at the 48-yard line for Riverside. Are you keeping it on the ground with Union out of timeouts?
Yeah, you have to at this point because you need the clock to run. Union's going to have to let it run. You can punt it. Union might get it back with about a minute 40, minute 35, somewhere in that range to go, which might not be enough. It might be. You never know.
Gatos will go design run to the near side. Hurdles a man. Did he get out of bounds? That probably could have been called a penalty, too. He hurdled a man who was on his feet, Eric.
Did he get enough? He's going to be about a yard short of the first down.
Gain of 5 on the design carry.
Well, you're not
for
even
Gatos.
you're not even going to punt it now. You're going to go for it.
Yeah, you go for it now. At least you go for the hard count. And they're going to ask for a measurement.
Who is shooting fireworks off in the Newcastle area tonight?
Somebody doing something in honor of September the 11th. Again, great job by our grounds crew here at Union High School tonight.
It's interesting to watch that going on in the distance here. Union does it obviously after the touchdown.
Right.
We heard it earlier tonight, but
haven't heard it often, unfortunately, for Scotties fans.
And brass tacks here. I mean, you're going for this on 4th down. It's 4th and 1. It's not going to be anything pretty. Just keep it in Gatos' hands. Let him run up the middle. You can get a look at the line and call a timeout if you want to. If you're Riverside, they got plenty of time here. Play clock's down to 10. And I think that's exactly what they might be doing here is they're just going to let it wind down, burn a timeout, line up, try to draw them off sides, call another timeout, and then go for it.
Well, they're saying right now, too, because the play clock is running, but the game clock should also be running. They're conferring to see whether that last run was.
They did not mark him out of bounds.
Yeah, I didn't think so. They stopped the clock to check for the measurement. Coming after the game, we will announce our MVP of the game, by the way, Eric. MVP Insurance, where they coach clients to better prices and better coverage in Zeleenople and New Springfield, Ohio.
There was never a signal, and there we go to wind the clock. There was never a signal after the measurement to wind the clock. So the clock stops. They left it stopped after the measurement. He didn't get out of bounds, and now we reset everything, and they can start running some time here.
And they'll let it go all the way down, and then they're going to take another timeout with a minute 50. It'll be about a minute 43 remaining when they take this timeout. Let's take another quick one as well. We'll be back with the 4th down play in a moment. It's 9-7 Riverside on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP. For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $30 visit to the Melee Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapy is necessary. From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game. Possibly to play the game right here. 4th and 1 from the 43-yard line. A minute 44 remaining. Riverside with the 9-7 lead and the ball. A first down ends it. You keep it in the hands of the quarterback?
You got to keep it in Gatos' hands. I think so. Try to draw him off sides at first. Tight formation. Absolute quarterback sneak.
Push up the gut, and he's going to get enough to move the chains.
That's the game.
Needed 1, got 2. How about this? Riverside in the second half, Eric, they were 0 of 6 on third down, but the last 2 fourth down conversions, really the last 3 fourth downs, they converted the fourth down, they kicked the 38-yard field goal, and then that fourth down conversion to ice it here at Sox Russo Stadium.
2 kneel downs, they grinded it out. Credit to Union, they bent, but they didn't all the way break. I mean, you had to make them kick a long field goal to try to take the lead, which they were successful with. That's a hat tip to Union. Definitely pointed in the right direction. I see a lot of positive signs out of this team tonight, and hopefully they can build on that going forward. They certainly have shown me a lot of mettle here tonight, which, you know, I thought we were going to get a low-scoring game. You know, I joked with you before kickoff. I said, nope, 6-4, let's go. Low-scoring game certainly was. Defensive struggle, and we got a flag here.
I think they just called their final timeout. Oh, there is a flag on the near side. You're right.
Kim's going to get a sideline warning.
Unsportsmanlike conduct or sideline warning against the Union's sideline.
Yeah, the officials have had about enough of him tonight, and
he made it. He made it through 47 minutes.
He's fighting for his team. That's what any good coach does. Moot point here, and it's, you know, Riverside's just going to kneel anyway. It's down to 1:14, so they can just kneel down from this point on. But listen, this Union team showed me a lot here tonight. You may not want to hear it if you're a Union person, but you showed a lot of toughness. You showed a lot of guts tonight. You stuck with the team for 48 minutes, 46 minutes, and you tried to win a grind-out style game. Your offense was a little bit limited, but you showed some sparks, and your defense played tough. There's a lot to look forward to with this Union team.
And one more kneel down will wrap things up. We'll get to our Tri-County Principals post-game show as Riverside will win this Tri-County matchup, and they will be the top team in all the WPIAL with a 1-0 conference record. Thursday night football, it's been a fun one, a defensive struggle, and the special teams. We talked about the special teams issues early for both teams, Eric, and that was the difference in this game.
Yeah, it really was. I mean, both had a fumble on a kickoff. Union had the big kickoff return by Booker, field goal made by Riverside. You can trust your kicker. Anytime you can trust your kicker from that distance, you know, that's a big thing for this Riverside team. You know, they got a long way to go yet. There's a lot of football left to be played for this team. It's been a little up and down for them, little 50-50 through these first couple of games. They've looked great in a shootout win. They've looked bad in 2 losses, but they regrouped in a big way here tonight. Hat tip to Rob Magnifico. And again, I still go to the point that if I'm Union, I know what I have to clean up, and I have a better idea where my team stands right now, and that is huge for them going forward because they showed a lot of grit tonight in this contest, and that should help them. You got to come back next week, and you got to play Western Beaver, and that is not going to be an easy game at all because that Western Beaver defense has been great. Quarterback play's been good. They don't even miss Javen Peel right now, so that's going to be tough. But this team showed me that they can hang with other teams tonight, and that was one of the biggest things I needed to see coming out of this game.
9-7 your final score, Riverside over Union. Tri-County Principals post-game show when we return. It's the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Looking for quality concrete services? Contact the experienced professionals at Doran Concrete. Our company is family, locally owned and operated, and has been serving the community for over 30 years. Get residential or commercial concrete services for any size job. Our skilled professionals offer prompt and reliable services at an affordable price. We believe in the principles of honesty, integrity, and reliability. Get in touch with us for exceptional concrete services at prices that you can afford.
Like in sports, it takes a great team to protect you, your family, and your business. MVP Insurance is that team. From home and auto to life and commercial insurance, you can count on us for coverage that adapts to your needs.
We're committed to excellence for our clients' experience and in serving our community.
It's a winning combination.
MVP Insurance. Don't get left on the sidelines. Log on to mvpins.com or call today to get your free quote.
looking for quality concrete services, contact the experienced professionals at Doran Concrete. Our company is family, locally owned and operated, and has been serving the community for over 30 years. Get residential or commercial concrete services for any size job. Our skilled professionals offer prompt and reliable services at an affordable price. We believe in the principles of honesty, integrity, and reliability. Get in touch with us for exceptional concrete services at prices that you can afford.
Works in Progress Painting wishes a successful and satisfying season to all the Lawrence County sports teams and athletes. Work hard and bring honor to your team, school, and family in how you play. Joe Wright and his family have been providing painting, window cleaning, and other property services for business and homeowners in the Lawrence County area for over 10 years. Their goal on every project is to provide a meaningful service that honors their customer, God, and their family, and to have fun while doing it. Works in Progress is now booking interior painting projects for both residential and commercial projects. Call Joe today at 724-714-4294 to discuss your next project.
When the high school season heats up, make sure you have the best gear to support your school. Head to the Red Zone on Wilmington Road in the Shannock for all your county sporting apparel needs. From sporting goods to custom apparel to embroidery and more, the Red Zone has it all. Quality gear for all 8 schools in the County of Champions. Stop by and enter the Red Zone or visit them online at theredzonesports.com. Score big at the Red Zone.
Calling all sports fans. Never miss a moment with real-time alerts, keeping you in the loop when your favorite teams are playing.
Get instant updates sent straight to your phone with game schedules, changes, and all the latest news.
You can receive important updates and reminders, so you're always prepared for game time.
Be the first to cheer on your local teams and show your support.
Receive important updates and reminders, so you're always prepared for the game.
Signing up is quick and easy. Don't miss out. Sign up now and stay connected to the action.
Plus, follow us on social media for live updates, behind-the-scenes content, and community news.
For the most complete recap of Friday night's high school football action, tune in on your way home from the game to the WPIAL Scoreboard Show, only here on the Trib Live High School Sports Network. Hi, this is Don Rebel. Join me in a cast of thousands for all the scores with recaps from the top games. Plus, we highlight the night on the Trib Live Roundtable. That's the WPIAL Scoreboard Show after the game on Friday nights on the Trib Live High School Sports Network and at tribhssn.triblive.com.
Tri-County Principals postgame show here on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP. A defensive battle, but a fun one for sure here tonight. Riverside, the late field goal for a 9-7 victory over Union. With that, Riverside now 1-0 in conference play, 2-2 overall. Union drops to 0-3 overall and 0-1 in MAC play. I'm James Dotson, Eric Thomas alongside. And Eric, we talked about it for about 4 straight drives. You're on the edge of field goal range, but not quite. On the edge of field goal range, not quite. They got to the 21. They trusted their junior kicker, and Sage Gaffer made it from 38 yards to get the go-ahead and the winning kick, really. And, you know, Gabe Saffron, if it was from 39, I'm not sure it was in. But he had just enough on it, and good from Riverside to trust their junior kicker to make it when it mattered most.
Yeah, and, you know, credit to this Riverside team because they came back in the second half, and I think as the game went on, they trusted Aiden Gatos a little bit more. Again, when he is clicking, it looks great, and he's got a lot of potential to really be a special quarterback for this program. And when he's off, your team has a chance to beat them, and we saw that tonight. Union had so many chances to get stops. They did a really nice job of disrupting the pocket and throwing him off his timing, breaking up some routes, closing speed with some of the corners, and really getting after this passing game. But he made the throws when it mattered the most. He got him in position when it mattered the most, and he had that big run to convert when it mattered the most. They trusted him to get this thing done when it mattered most, and he did. Set up the field goal nicely, and it's a grind-out win for Riverside. Hat tip to them. Good, hard-fought, physical game. Really enjoyed it. I love these lower-scoring games that are defensive battles. But, I mean, my big takeaway in this game, and I'll stress this enough, and I'll say it, you know, again next week when we reconvene for our show, middle of the week, I see a lot of things in this Union team I like. I know Kim Nabaldi is going to be frustrated. He's a perfectionist. He's won a state title. He's coached with one of the greatest of all time in the WPIL. But when he watches this tape tonight, I hope he sees the same thing I did, and that is a lot of fight and a lot of heart and a lot of grit on this team. It came to the forefront tonight, and that's why they were in this thing all the way.
Let's take a look at the post-game scoring recap. It's brought to you by Gem Master Builders and Craftsmen. 9-7 is your final score. You know, we knew it. The yards are going to be 2-1, just about. Actually, more than that. 316 total yards versus just 149 for the Union Scotties. Union got a little bit more in the passing game. You hope to see a little bit more of that balance going forward for them. The Riverside Panthers 2 of 12 on third down with the late fourth down conversions, getting it done. Penalties is going to be something I know Coach Magnifico is going to be talking about for sure. 10 for 95 yards, pushing them backwards, but they found a way. They did enough, and special teams ends up being the winning aspect yet again, Eric.
Well, and almost debilitating penalties too, so they were able to survive those. In a lot of ways, they were helping Union out with a lot of those, but you know, when they got backed up late in the game and it mattered the most, they converted. And you know, I know he's not going to be happy with those penalties, but he's got to be happy with what his team did tonight. And they showed a lot of fight too. I mean, James, they got smashed last week against Laurel. Like,
yeah.
They didn't even flash any potential to win that game last week, where, you know, at least Union had the big 82-yard kickoff return, and you saw a little bit of life out of the team. This Riverside team was ripped apart last week on their home field and wasn't even competitive for the full 48 minutes. They came back tonight and they fought, and he's got to be happy with that too. He's got to see the same thing that I think Coach Nee sees in his team, and that's a lot of resolve, and to come on the road on a short week and put this thing away with a special teams play and fight their way through it for 48 minutes. He's got to be happy with that.
That's the Gem Master Builders and Craftsmen scoring recap. Family-owned and operated general contractors for 4 generations, building their community for 70 years. Eric, let's get right into it. The game-winning field goal has to be your Maley Chiropractic play of the game from 38 yards out for Gage Saffron, your play of the game. Congratulations to that young man, a long field goal. Shout out, though, to holding the snap, by the way, from Hunter Garcia. They already had the bad step on the first extra point, too. Don't just keep that in mind.
Yeah, it bounced up into his hands, and he got it down fast. And Saffron was coming in there to kick that thing, and he had to get that place down in a heartbeat, and he did. And, you know, you said it a minute ago, if that kick is from 39 yards out, we're probably talking about a Union win here tonight. But Hunter Garcia made that whole thing happen, and kudos to him for, you know, not just performing offensively, because that's where all the attention goes, but those little things like the special teams play. Remember, he got down the field on the punt and wrapped up Waters, too. So excellent special teams out of him tonight. Big reason why they won the game.
So Gage Saffron is your Maley Chiropractic play of the game recipient. He just got his customized T-shirt, courtesy of the Red Zone, in recognition of being tonight's Maley Chiropractic play of the game. You can view tonight's play of the game and all the top plays by going to lcsportsnet.com. Click on awards. Congratulations again to Gage Saffron, your Maley Chiropractic play of the game. Let Maley Chiropractic keep you in the game. And let's go right back to the guy who got that hold down, because he had a fantastic day in all facets of the game. 8 catches for $118 through the air as the main part of it. A few carries as well, plays on defense, special teams. Talk a little bit about Hunter Garcia's performance here tonight.
Yeah, just a special player and the best offensive threat this team has, and they try to feed him the ball in many different ways. And, you know, they ran some good routes with him tonight. He caught the ball on the fly on the one play in the first half, got a lot of extra yards out of that. He's a top threat, and he's a problem for defenses to cover. But his play tonight offensively was great. It's what they expect out of him. But his special teams play, getting down the field, the big tackle, and then holding on to that attempt, that field goal attempt, I think he would be more proud, and I think his coaches are going to be more proud with those two things than they will the stats that he put up offensively.
So here's your MVP Insurance MVP of the game. MVP Insurance proud to honor Mr. Garcia as tonight's MVP of the game. He just got his customized T-shirt as well, courtesy of the Red Zone, for being tonight's MVP of the game. And again, get the full list of game MVPs at lcsportsnet.com. Click on awards. Congratulations to your MVP Insurance MVP of the game, Hunter Garcia. Again, 8 catches for $118 and multitude of other parts of this game. Your MVP Insurance MVP of the game. 9-7, your final score. We'll be right back at it tomorrow. Eric, real quick, what are you looking in the Shenango versus Northgate game tomorrow? What are you looking to see?
You know, Northgate's really shown some potential to put up big offensive numbers here in the first couple of games. Haven't been successful on the scoreboard as far as coming out on the right end, but you know, let's see if Shenango plays with a little bit of confidence now that Caleb McConnell's got not only his first true start, but a huge win under his belt where he was the offense for this team. Can they rely on him to do that again tomorrow night? Can he come through when they rely on him to do that again tomorrow night? And if they do, this Shenango team is set up for the rest of the season, and they are able to ride him, and it's going to be much like we talk about here with Riverside tonight. When it's going to be good for him, it's going to be really good, and when it's bad, it's, hey, he's a freshman, he's going to learn, he's going to grow. He's got all the potential to be a star for that Shenango team, and tomorrow night's one more step for him to take.
The other game will have Mohawk hosting Elwood City. For Mohawk, it's can they get some points on the board, 6 straight scoreless quarters for the Warriors, and Elwood City, a hungry team, looking to continue to work upwards. Limon J-Mon will have the call for that one as well. Both 7 o'clock kickoffs on Friday. And breaking news, Eric, Saturday, Laurel at Bishop Canevin on the Lawrence County SportsNet. Thanks to our friends from the Trib Live High School Sports Network. They're going to help us out. We're going to get that big non-conference game on the air between the Spartans and the Crusaders. So check that one out at Dormont Stadium, 7 o'clock start on Saturday night. Big thanks to Don Rebel and company for that. You can tune in at 9:15 tomorrow after the games for recaps of all the games at tribhssn.triblive.com. Our production crew tonight, big thanks to Rob Nattell, Matt Flannery. Good luck on the golf course tomorrow, Matt. If you're under 100, I'm not going to believe you. So we're going to forget about that right now. Garrett Dolan on the cameras with Aspistachio. Rob Nattell also on the production staff here tonight. Big thanks as always to everyone here at Union High School getting us all set up. Dr. Ross and company getting us spots behind the press box and getting everything up and rolling as well. For the entire crew, my broadcast colleague Eric Thomas, I'm James Dotson saying so long and stay tuned. 2 more games tomorrow and another one on Friday night. You'll get them all here at lcsportsnet.com. But your final score one last time, Riverside 9, Union 7 on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP. Your voice for Lawrence County sports.
The gold ball headed home to Newcastle.
This is the Lawrence County SportsNet.